Hello everyone, my name is Caden and welcome to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. So, when we last left off on Trails of Cold Steel, we attempted our fight with C, or as we now know him as Crow. Oh, well, more so the other way around. But, you know, we didn't win. But we were able to get away at the cost of having all of our teammates having to stay back and try and fight him. I do not want the credit sequence to play. So, let's get into it, shall we? We're gonna do the normal as always, easy. Yeah, I think it's like the same. Yeah. Loading clear data from the original game will allow you to obtain special bonus in this one. Will load clear data from the original? Yes. This one. Based on Reen's level, all the following bonuses were received. All set with 100, an attack 1, and Zerum powder. Received a golden emblem for reaching student rank AO. Okay.
I was bewildered. I was impatient.
Also, sorry if the audio is weird.
I felt overwhelming disappointment with myself and anger at my own weaknesses.
Oh boy.
Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
I'm gonna be depressed if anything happens to any of
On my first day
them.
with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
But getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Everyone.
You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger. But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
Everyone.
I can't believe it! My very first class trip! We're gonna have the best time!
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after.
I want them to all be okay.
Brilliant was my time at the academy that those feelings consumed my every thought, my every waking moment.
I want them back.
The time I spent with my classmates was something that, in so many ways, changed me. From the strict yet kind instructors who diligently taught us, to the people we met as we traveled across the country. The time spent with them, my memories of them, were like a truly radiant light. And somewhere, a part of me thought that radiance would continue shining for ages to come.
And yet...
But all it took was a single bullet to bring everything crashing down.
The one that took down Osborne.
Go finish your speech in hell.
That bullet sparked a fire which grew and grew before our eyes, evolving into a great flame that smothered our light in an instant.
Well played, Armbrust.
There were no exceptions, be it those seemingly never-ending days or anything else I'd come to treasure.
All consumed by the flames.
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting!
Phantasmal Blaze plan has
Rend
been
night's
activated.
silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Not even the Ashen
Everything
Knight.
was reduced to ash.
But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The Crow Armbrust you've known all this time. He isn't real.
I still don't believe it. I still want to believe that the Crow we know is alive.
Back then, I still didn't understand. I didn't know the pure bliss that comes from being with others, nor did I know the ache that comes from parting with them. I didn't understand what it meant to truly love someone. All I could do was endure the torment of my own sense of powerlessness and bottle up the feelings I could do nothing about. All while trying desperately to fight against that ever-burning flame.
Well, where did Valimar take us? The Isengard Range, Canyon. Valimar had to fly us out of there. Hey, actually, where is Valimar? Where's Celine? Those two should be with us.
Where am I?
Green Schwarzer. Us.
How did I get here? I feel like I was fighting, and then...
Valimar pulled us out of there.
Dreaming?
Of course not.
Celine. I think you also need to start explaining what you are, Celine. There's Valimar, at least. And there you are, Celine. I think you need to start explaining who you are as well.
So you've finally woken up.
Are you what I really think you are? Are you the divine animal of Erebonia? Like how Liberal has its dragon and Crossbell has its wolf. Are you the one for this area?
You're...
And I wish it were, but this is no dream.
Or are you something else?
This is reality. Cold, cruel reality. And you're going to need to hurry up and accept that because you haven't got time to waste. His core's been damaged, which means he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Well, how do we fix that?
So you're going to need to protect yourself, Ashen Awakener.
Ashen Awakener? A Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. So we're just jumping straight into it. $11:29, Monday. We're all alone.
Ashen Awakener? What are you talking about?
I guess the title for Awakening Valimar.
Wait.
Yeah.
What's going on here anyway? What is that thing? Wait, never mind that. What are you?
Exactly.
Ugh, knock it off. How am I supposed to answer anything when you keep bombarding me with question after question?
Well, excuse me, talking cat. Celine.
You're a chosen one. Chosen by a fragment of the ancient great power.
What is the Great Power? Is it the Septarian of Erebonia?
Great power?
That's right. Those fragments were the origin of the great knights that appear in Erebonian legends.
The Great
At
Knights.
times, they protected people from harm and disaster, while at others, they were the cause of harm and disaster themselves. And the being in front of you is one of them, a divine knight known as the Ashen Knight.
Ashen?
The Ashen Knight? Valimar?
You know, for some reason, when you mention Ashen, it does remind me a lot of the stuff in the old schoolhouse. At least in the very last floor, there were quite a couple things related to Ash. Specifically relating to Loa, the final boss there. Loa Erebonius was, and specifically his little like minions that he summoned were called like Ashen fragments or something. And not to mention the battlefield that we fought Loa in kind of just made it feel like it was a land of ash.
Wait. I remember when I called him.
The Ashen Knight.
You got it. You've known that name for a while by now. But he's not the only divine knight that's active. The noble faction has one under their control too.
It was called Ordine, right?
That one is known as the Azure Knight, or Dean.
Yeah.
Remember? That's the one you fought and lost against.
The one controlled by Crow. The one that the others... What did he do to them?
Why did it come to this? Why did everyone... Crow?
He had me fooled too. How could I have known that irresponsible playboy was the Azure Knight's Awakener? He's obviously had plenty of experience piloting it too. He must be pretty dedicated to his cause, whatever it is.
It sounds like, based on what we heard from last time, he was someone who must have lived in the Jirai before it was annexed by Osborne. So his hatred of Osborne probably comes from that annexation.
Hey, get up! You can hear me, right? Take me back to Trista! Take me back to my classmates!
He's...
You're wasting your time. His core was heavily damaged in the battle with the Azure Knight. Didn't I just tell you that?
Then how do I fix it?
And despite that, he strained himself flying all the way out here afterwards. Even when he was barely hanging on, he prioritized your recovery over his own. You exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with him, you know?
Damn it!
Well, how do I get back to my friends then? What happened to Trista? It looks like we can walk down from here.
This must be somewhere in the Isengard range, on the northern side of the Nortia province.
Huh. I'm surprised you were able to work that out just from a glance. I guess that's what happens when you're raised in the mountain. Hey, where are you going?
We're heading to Trista. Back to controlling. Save progress. I'm gonna quickly take a notebook. Yep, same as before. Navigation. Okay, that's a bit interesting. Wait. Oh dear. Well, first off, I'll take a look at stuff here. Oh, my equipment's gone. Nice. And same with all my orbits. Nice. Wait. You're wrong. I'm wrong. Oh, wait a minute. They've changed the orb stuff here, and we're level 40. But these can be leveled. The slots can be leveled up now. By the looks of things. Yes. Give me that. Serum powder. Estelle and Josh, a costume item for Elisa that lets her dress up as... You can dress up as Estelle and Joshua? Anniversary, free trial. Give me all this. How much stuff do I have? I didn't buy any DLC as far as I can tell. That's a lot of serum powder. At this rate, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about anything for the entirety of the game at this rate. Wait. That's kind of cool though. But no. Mishi. Oh, it actually separates the quartz into normals, rares, and super rares now. Thank you. I don't have an S-break. Probably because I don't have a weapon. This seems to be the same. What I want to check is... Okay, this is gonna be interesting. The turbo button is on left analog stick, if you can believe that.
My stuff's gotta be around here somewhere.
Sword!
I can sense monsters nearby too. I'm gonna need to be careful.
Looks like all my gear. Good thing I managed to find everything. Better set the master quartz in my orbit too. Yeah, I know how to use all this. Yep. Seems to be the same. Force. Killing enemies restores CP. CP plus 3 CP per enemy killed. Gets fireball as well. Kazakiri Kai. Reinforced vest. Reinforced boots. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out if I can switch out the buttons at a later point in time, but...
Looks like it's gonna be a while longer before... longer before his mana fish is replenishing.
I have to worry about him now. I need to go find the others. Guys, where are you? My friends! Demon. Monster looks like a tough one, but a tough foe's just what I need to get warmed up. Yes, I know how to get advantages.
Ha! 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 Enemy sighted. Let's.
I'm really good. Oh, music's different. Turn orders, same as before. These all look the same.
Let's move.
Oh, but the menu looks different. We got hexagon. Yep, I know how the movement range works. Helm scorpions. Crafts. Counter.
My turn.
On the cutter.
Okay. It's
Not bad. Monsters around here shouldn't be a problem if you can keep that up.
No, I can do better. I need to hurry up and get back into flying form.
Hey,
Monster guide. Back to voice.
I wonder what's going on over at the academy now.
I need to figure it out.
Hey, slow down a minute.
Never.
Well, only one way to find out.
Actually, the cat's actually following me.
If I keep going this way, I should be able to get out of the canyon.
Excuse me.
What?
You can't seriously be thinking of leaving him there out in the open, are you? Hey, say something. Are you mad at me or something?
I'm worried about my friends.
Why would I be? You only completely disregarded and overruled my decision.
It is your fault, the reason why I'm out here.
What else was I supposed to do? If we hadn't flown away when we did, you'd be dead by now.
And my
We
friends?
probably would have lost Valimar too. If anything, you should be thanking me.
Forget it. Right now, I want to focus on finding the others. If I keep going this way, I should end up on the highway at some point.
Sorry, but that's a huge waste of time. It's been over a month since all of that stuff happened back in Trista.
What are you talking about? What?
A month? You can't be serious. There's no way it's been that long.
Oh sure, don't believe me. Like I said, you completely exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with the Ashen Knight.
Oh god.
And I do mean completely. There was a real chance you could have died.
What?
It's a miracle you're able to walk around like this a mere month later, and it's all thanks to him. He used what little mana he had left to heal you rather than himself. And just so you know, I've been here this whole time, watching over you. So I really don't think I deserve all of this animosity I'm getting from you.
This can't be. It's been a whole month since what happened near Trista.
Oh god.
Then, what happened to the others?
Oh god. I need to go find him now.
Hey, wait a— Oh, for heaven's sake!
Please let them be okay. That rock's alive. I'd be better off using arts. Yeah.
Enemy sighted. Let's take. My turn. Here I go.
I didn't do as much damage as I hoped. We're still going with it. I want my friends back. It hurts. I also want to switch my buttons. What's an ornament charging station doing out here? Well, whatever. This will be a good point to return to if I ever need to recharge. Yeah. Can I change it right now? I'm sorry, I just don't like pressing in the button. I don't even know what it was beforehand. Help. Nope. I don't know if this is something I have to change outside of the game. And by outside of the game, I mean the, whatchamacallit, yeah, I don't know what you say. Fishing. Oh well. I just feel bad. I just don't want to see the others hurt or anything. Please.
You could really try calming down a little, you know.
How could I? I've been knocked out for a month. My friends probably think I'm dead.
Respond.
How do I expect to calm down? They probably all expect me to be dead. I can't calm down. Oh, one looks really powerful. Still, I can't let something just throw me off. I need to hurry and get back to speed. The stronger the better. Azure Flame Slash. Gotcha.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Status efficacy. As far as I can tell, there's nothing new. Why can't I use my S-Craft? There we go. Now I can use my S-Craft. Azure Flame. Flames reignited.
Okay.
Out of my way. About wraps it up. I feel like I've gotten the hang of fighting again. I just need to focus on getting down this mountain as fast as I can. Wait! I want to make sure they're okay. Come on. Can you blame me for wanting to move fast?
Hey.
Especially when you don't explain who you are. If you could explain things, maybe I'd be willing to listen, but no. What is that? What do I even describe that as? A toad with a leaf on it? That worked.
Ready to go?
Oh, that's cool. Saline actually has like a cut-in thing. That's actually really cool. I like that.
There.
Ultimate cut-in.
Let's move. Here I go. Here I go. Let's move. I need to make up for lost time.
You make up for lost time. Gotcha.
Let's move.
I actually really like that little thing that Saline has.
Let's move. I need to hurry and find me.
Again, Saline, you want me to be happier with you? Explain who you are and everything. You do that and I'm sure I'll warm up to you real fast, but you've done nothing. Except get me away from my friends. The sooner you explain things, the better. I don't want to hate you.
I'd asked this before and didn't get an answer. Probably because I was bombarding you with question after question. But better late than never, I guess. Just what are you anyway?
Exactly. You start explaining, I'll be cooler with you and I'll calm down.
Why do you know so much about Everything. And don't even think of saying you're just an ordinary cat. Because last time I tried talking to a cat, it did not talk back.
You give me a serious answer, I'll calm down, I'll believe you that everything will be fine, and we can work together. Just talk to me.
Oopsie. Totally forgot about that, didn't I? I'm what you'd call a familiar.
A familiar?
I faithfully serve the witches of the Hexen clan and aid them in fulfilling their duties.
The Hexen clan? What's that?
Witches? As in the witches in Erebonian legend?
Wait, then that means... That's what Emma is, isn't she? Emma's a witch.
First the Great Knight legend turns out to be based on a true story. Now this? I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale.
It would explain why Emma's always talking to you and all that. Emma's probably a witch. Not part of the Septian Church, it sounds like. But at the very least, it sounds like they do certain things similarly in a way.
Well, you know what they say. Truth is stranger than fiction.
And I guess, now that I think about it, it makes sense that a witch would have a familiar of a cat.
Whether you believe me or not is up to you. I'm not going to try and convince you.
I believe you.
Oh, I've got no real reason to doubt you at this point.
Exactly.
So, do you serve Emma then?
That's my question, yeah.
Rather, does that mean she's a witch?
She's still a novice, but she is a witch, yes.
Figures. If I had to take a guess then, that would probably mean Vita Clotilde. That's it, I see. Something interesting that Emma mentioned last time, she only mentioned it briefly, but she called Vita Clotilde a sister of sorts. You wanna know what, and you know what that mean, and you know what witches usually call each other in a coven or whatever? I'm pretty sure they usually call each other sisters. So, it probably means that Vita Clotilde was once a member of the same clan, the Hexen clan or whatever. Vita Clotilde is also a witch, but she ended up joining Ouroboros. That's probably what's going on there.
My job's more to keep an eye on her, though.
Well, thank you for being honest. And explains her powers too, how she's been able to do those weird things and understand things as well. She's a genuine witch.
We did always get the sense that there was more to Emma than meets the eye. Guess we were right.
Alright, you're being truthful with me. I'll stop rushing ahead.
But her being a witch? It's surprising. But then again, the more I think about it, the more it makes perfect sense.
I'll choose to believe that they're gonna be alright.
What's with the goofy grin?
Remind me of the good
it's
times.
Nothing. Anyway, let's get going.
Come on. Let's try and work together. I don't want to hate and I don't want to consistently keep rushing as much as my mind wants to. Let's calm down and believe that they're all okay. In the meantime, let's have fun with the new music and combat looks. I love the new menu changes here and there.
My turn.
The only thing I don't like, again, is the change of button for the turbo button to be left analog stick and not right trigger. Or R2 or whatever it's called. That's the only change I dislike at the moment. Simply because it feels way more uncomfortable to me to use.
Here I go. Set. Need to make up for lost time.
But again, that's something I can probably figure out how to change in my own time later. What I'm curious about... bruh.
Here I go.
Well, it worked. What I'm curious about is I've noticed Salines following us in the field. Does that mean this game's going to be different from the first game? Ooh, proxy puppet. Is this game going to be different from the first game where allies will actually follow us in the field? That'd be cool if true. It was kind of something I missed when I realized it, even though I didn't even realize that was a thing until the end of the last game. I didn't even realize that your allies didn't follow you last game until the very end.
My turn. Set. My turn.
The music feels sad. Am I crazy? Something about this, the music just feels sad to me.
Here I go.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Here I go. I need to get my strength.
Well, I have my guide up again, and it doesn't look like there's anything in particular that I need to worry about right now.
I hope everyone at the Academy's safe and sound.
Considering it's them, I imagine they're fine.
Not to mention Elise, Princess Alphen, and Prince Oliver, too.
I'm not really worried about Olivier, to be honest with you. Olivier can easily take care of himself. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone's gone their separate ways after the events of what happened, especially if it's been a month after what happened. If it's been a month since the events of being attacked.
I need to take a deep breath and keep calm.
I'm sure they're
I
fine.
can start figuring things out once I get a little farther down.
About time.
Listen, you can't expect me to just instantly be calm when you hear, oh hey, you've been, after your friends were almost, like, put yourself in Reen's shoes. You've suddenly been told you've been asleep you've been knocked out for a month. Last thing you remember, your friends were fighting a monster that couldn't even be taken down by a freaking metal knight that you just gained, and that seemed invincible. It's like, listen, I understand Reen's being like irrational at the moment, but I'd be more surprised if he wasn't acting irrational at this point.
Let's move.
Anybody would act irrational in his shoes. You're worried about all your friends who last thing you remember is that they were fighting a giant metal monster, basically. Who wouldn't be worried and irrational? They want to check on their friends. I don't blame Reen, not for a second.
My turn.
I'd be freaking heck out. I am freaking out.
Here I go. My turn. My turn. My turn.
But it's true that that worrying is gonna get us nowhere. Just gonna have to believe that they're all right. And if the rest of the teachers thankfully got to them in time, then I'm sure they're especially fine. It's a bit stressful, but I'm sure it'll work out.
Could it be?
Where are we? Where is this?
I knew it! I've been here before!
Really?
Master Ka-Fi brought me here as part of my training.
Oh!
That's the name of your former instructor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the founder of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School of Swordsmanship that I follow. His full name's Master Yun Ka-Fi, though most just know him as the Sword Hermit.
Cool guy from what we can tell just from words alone.
Man, when was the last time I came here? Must have been, I don't know, 5 years ago. In fact, if I remember right, my hometown of Ymir is only a few hours away.
Hey, if we head there, we can probably make good progress towards Trista.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. Wanna head there? We might be able to get there by sundown.
Let's do it.
If we hurry, yeah? As soon as we get to Ymir, I want to try and gather information on what's been going on.
Shit.
What was that?
What is that?
It feels like it's coming closer.
It sounds like loud metal.
It couldn't be.
What does that sound? Sounds like loud metal. It is loud metal. Is that another one of those Magic Knight, Ortheim? It's another knight. Does that mean Does that mean somebody's piloting it?
You know what that thing is?
They're magic golems made during the Dark Ages, and they're incredibly strong. Damn it, what's one doing here?
It doesn't sound like it's piloted. It sounds like this one's autonomous, but why is this thing here? Sounds like something's letting them roam around. All right, fight time.
We need to get out of here, now!
And let this thing roam free? What if it goes to Ymir?
You don't stand a chance against it on your own.
Wanna bet?
Maybe not.
But I'm gonna try.
It's not going to stop me from trying.
Come on. I've thought worse.
You idiot! You're still recovering! You don't stand a chance!
Really?
We'll see about that. All I know is that it's standing between me and everyone I care about.
If I can't beat something as simple as this, then I can't protect my friends.
So if getting to them means taking this thing on, so be it!
Unbelievable.
I'll run if I have to, but I'm trying to fight the thing.
Bring it on!
Ortheim.
My turn.
Ortheim.
Let's move.
All right. A magical golem from the Dark Ages that awoke from some unknown cause possesses great power. I'm gonna actually just motivate right now because I can see that it's gonna get the healing. So I'm just gonna let it have that. You can have the healing. Brand crack. Works for me.
My turn.
Slice!
Let's move.
As your flame!
Gather on my blade.
Let's see who fires burn stronger! It's strong, I'll give it that. Nope.
Here I go.
Just calm down. The ours will be fine. They're not gonna go down so easily that they could fall to Crow of all people. Tier all bombs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna heal up. There are a bunch of little changes so far that I'm seeing that I really like above the previous game. It seems like they've, obviously Cold Steel 1 was their first time using a different engine from the other games, so obviously they've made a lot more improvements from the first game to the second, but it's a lot more than even I was expecting. Just the little things here and there, adding things in the categories for the ornaments and stuff like that. Just little things like that go a long way, I think. There's one thing that I'm curious if they're actually going to give a function to, but I'll have to show that later. We can't really show that right now. We're not in a position to. This thing's pretty tanky. I don't think I'm at any risk of dying considering I have all these pure all bombs. I would ideally like to have that. No, I can't get it. Oh well, I get the crit at least.
Here I go.
Which I should use for this.
Gather on my blade.
Burn for me. We'll probably make this episode a little longer too. We may make it 3 hours instead of the usual 2 for recordings. Maybe. We'll see. Considering it's the first episode, I feel like maybe we should give it a little longer. Oh, it's not gonna fight us anymore.
Barely putting a dent into it. We're so close to Ymir too.
I told you this would happen.
Crap!
Get back!
What the? Celine!
Celine!
No! Don't you dare! Bastard!
I can't lose. Not here. Not without seeing everyone again.
Don't make me.
Elisa.
Bastard.
Not today, buddy!
That voice, is that Toval? Is that Toval?
Where?
See you later. Cross Crusade!
Toval! Is that you? Thank you. Please, is it really you? Oh, there it goes. Toval, please tell me it's you, man.
Are we safe?
Who did that? Reen! Reen!
Who? Wait, Elise and Alphen? Is that? It is. Toval! And Elise and Alphen! Oh, it feels so good to see familiar faces.
Made it without a second to spare.
How the hell did you guys find me here?
Good to see you're still in one piece.
I'm so glad we hurried.
Alphen!
I don't
Toval!
even imagine what could have happened if we weren't in time. You aren't hurt, are you?
Your Highness? And Toval and...
Elise!
Stay right there!
If you guys are safe, then the others are easily safe. Thank goodness.
Tell me you're all right.
I'm so happy to see you again.
Who's she?
Elise? It's really you. I feel like I'm dreaming.
Oh, thank God.
I never would have expected you to come all the way out here.
Reen, please. There's no need to speak right now. Save your strength. We'll take you back to Ymir just as soon as we've seen to your injuries.
Thank you.
I'm just so glad you're all right. But how did you know I was here?
Yeah. Oh.
As my consciousness began to fade, I heard a distinct voice resound at the back of my mind.
Oh.
A voice with all the gravity of steel, and yet a strange sense of familiarity, of warmth.
Is it Valimar?
And as I listened, I could feel myself being beckoned towards the Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune?
Dost thou desire the power?
It is Valimar. Desiring power. Crow. Valmar's flames, and yet it looks like Ordean was water-based. Ring. Elisa. Well, if we can see all of our characters in this scene here, then that tells us we're already okay with them, so I'll stop trying to rush. I always try and rush whenever I want to see my friends again to make sure they're safe. Is that weird? Look at the outfits everyone's got. These are like a million times better than the outfits they've all had. Look at the hat! Ooh. Are they going to be party members, you think? Toa uses a pistol! I've been wondering what Toa's weapon is ever since we knew that she'd have to fight. Elise, Alphen, Olivert, Victor, Sharon. We now also know she's a member of Ouroboros, Valimar and Selene. It's interesting that Valmar's his own character too, basically. Valmar's not simply a robot, like a shell to use. Valmar's got his own conscience, it seems. There's Crow. There's Vita. The Azure Abyss. The second Anguis. Blue Block and Diwali. Hey, you're one of the Knights of Leonidas and Zeno. That was one of the Knights of McBurn, you're new. The Knights of Arianhods. Altina Orion and Lecter Arundel. Rufus Alborea. Duke Cayenne. There's Osborne in the back. The question is Osborne even still alive? While it seems obvious that he would die from a shot like that, at the same time, considering what was said in Trails of Azure, Trails to Azure, it sounds like there's a possibility he might have survived. As to how he could survive being shot with what was basically a Barrett gun, a Barrett 50 cal or whatever, I have no idea, but the fact remains it sounded like Azure implied he lived somehow. At the very least, Lecter made it sound like he lived. Osborne, I mean. So, where are we? Is Tofu gonna be a teammate for a while? Who? Selene! I kind of like the idea that Selene's gonna be our partner, like our companion.
Looks just like my room.
It might actually be my room if we're in Ymir. I think it is our room. I think we're in Ymir.
I knew it. I'm back in Ymir.
So we finally, after all the events of Cold Steel 1, we actually get to see what Ymir looks like. And I gotta say, I love this. It reminds me of a long time ago, me and my family, we went skiing. We went on a skiing trip. And it reminds me of this place that we stayed at during our skiing trip. And it was so cozy and it felt exactly like this in a way.
I'm finally back home. My memories are kind of hazy now, but I think that means everything that happened in the mountains.
It makes me think of it. It makes me feel exactly like that place that we stayed in when me and my family went skiing.
Why'd it get so cold all of a sudden?
Up and at 'em, Selene. Are you okay?
Oh, you finally woke up?
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, just a second ago. How about you? Feeling better after a cat nap?
I guess. I slept more than I meant to, actually.
Hey, sorry about getting you hurt back there.
You're awake.
Alphen? Or Elise? No, Elise. Elise Schwarzer.
Elise, Good morning.
It feels so soothing to see everything here good.
Actually, it's probably closer to noon now, isn't it?
Actually, now that I think about it, it's actually kind of surprising that Ymir seems relatively fine. Considering it's been a month since the events of Trista, or the events of Heimdall, I guess, would be more accurate to say. I would have expected, like, almost all of the Empire to be in chaos, but evidently it seems like Ymir seems perfectly fine, all things considered. Maybe it's that it's far away enough from all the action that it can actually just get away with being its own thing. Aww.
Elise?
Oh, I'm so happy that you're awake.
I'm okay.
You don't know how scared I was.
I'm okay, Elise.
There was all that chaos in the capital, and then we lost all contact with you. We had no idea where you were. I'm just so relieved.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry for worrying you so much, Elise.
Hey, but Big Bro's here now.
No, you don't need to apologize. I knew that somewhere out there you were all right, and that you'd come back safe.
Yeah.
Welcome home, Reen.
It's good to be back, and thanks.
I see our two little lovebirds are as Twitter-pated as ever.
Hey, Alphen. It's nice to see you're safe,
Pardon?
too. What happened to Cedric and Olivia, though?
Good morning, Reen. And to you as well, Elise.
And of course, the man who actually saved us. Hey, Tobel.
Hey there. Just swinging by to see how you're holding up.
Love seeing you two again.
You're here too, Your Highness? I'm really not dreaming then.
I hope Olivia and Cedric are okay then. Again, considering we saw our teammates in that intro cutscene, they're probably fine, but...
Oh, you're so silly, Reen.
Oh god, I just realized we actually didn't see Olivia in that intro cutscene, nor did we see Cedric. And yet we did see Alphen. That's actually very concerning. Why did we not see Olivia and Cedric?
I would have thought the warmth of your dear sister pressed against your chest was proof enough of that.
And it's great to see that you haven't changed in the slightest.
Your Highness, please.
Double!
Well, I'm just glad you're up.
And thank you for the save, mate.
How are you feeling? Still sore?
What do you think? I fought a giant metal armor.
You've been fast asleep since we brought you back here yesterday.
I don't have any serious injuries, at least, but I doubt I'd be able to say that if you hadn't come when you did. Thanks, Toval.
I suppose I owe you my thanks, too. That art of yours didn't come a moment too soon.
Celine, is it okay for you to be...
You're both very welcome. I just didn't want to give these two young ladies anything to cry about.
So, question. Is everyone else here already knowing about the talking cat, or are you just not processing it yet?
Aww.
I see you're finally up.
Huh? Who? Oh, is this? Hey! We finally get to see Reen's parents!
Hello, Reen.
Hello!
It's wonderful to see you back home.
I imagine you have plenty of questions running through your mind, but first and foremost is getting you something to eat. We can discuss what to do from here on out after that.
Aww. Considering seeing the state of Ymir is making me think everything will work out in the end. This place is beautiful. I love this aesthetic. This is kind of my favorite, like, town aesthetic. Ymir, the hot springs paradise. I love this place. This is a blessed place. I love it. Just feels so cozy. So, I think we need a refresher of what's happened over the month. And actually, oh, Lady Lucia Schwarzer and Baron Tio Schwarzer. Finally get to meet your parents. It's been a month now since that so-called Noble Alliance occupied Heimdall. At present, they have effectively all the nation's major cities under their control. The Imperial Army tried what they could to stop their advances, but the majority of their forces have already been defeated. I had a feeling that would be the case. If nothing else, at least you two are safe.
We were at Sandstray when the capital was occupied, so we were caught up in the chaos too. It was only thanks to Toval appearing and rescue us that we're sitting here now.
Well then, Toval, I am, what do you want? $1 billion? I'll probably find a way to kill, Crow at this rate. What are you doing there, Toval? I got an urgent request to escort Her Highness and Miss Elise to safety. As soon as I got that, I booked it there as fast as I could. I never turned down a personal request from Prince Oliver, you know. Even Olivier. Prince Oliver asked you. Well, that explains it. I also have to thank Olivier for asking for Elise to be saved too, then.
He kindly escorted us out of the capital, successfully evading the Noble Alliance's attempts to pursue us. And roughly 10 days later, we were able to reach Ymir. I'm just so glad that you made it here safely.
Unfortunately, it appears His Majesty the Emperor and Crown Prince Cedric fell into the Alliance's hands. The official story is that both of them been taken into protective custody, so they're both rumored to be safe. However, Prince Oliver's whereabouts currently remain unknown.
Well, knowing Olivier, I think there's still a good chance he'll be safe. Worst comes worst, he can still protect himself. There's not even a confirmation that he's safe somewhere? That's more than a little worrying.
You needn't be so concerned. I'm sure he's perfectly well. He made it through the chaos in the Burrow last year unharmed. As you know, he's always been a resilient one.
Exactly. Worst comes worst, I'm sure he could even protect himself. I mean, again, if he could handle the Burrow, he can probably handle a hell of a lot more than what's happening now.
As for Cedric, father and mother, I'd like to believe they're all right too.
They're the ones I'm more concerned of, because I don't know about how well they can all fight.
I'm sure they are, Your Highness.
I'm worried about the Imperial family as much as anyone, but if you don't mind me interjecting. Marine, I imagine you're probably concerned about what happened to Tristan and Thors. Luckily for you, we managed to get some info on that front.
So, what's the story? Please, tell me everything you know. What's happening over at the Academy? Is everyone alright?
I don't think this will come as much of a shock to you, but both Tristan and Thor's military academy are completely under the Noble Alliance forces' controls now. They were both taken over not long after the war began.
No.
Green?
No matter how much I thought about it, I didn't want to believe it was true. But what about the students and our instructors?
Honestly, I wish I had more I could tell you. There are rumors that they resisted being occupied as long as they could, but not much more than that. Try not to let it get to the best of you. It's too early to presume the worst has happened. Yeah, I'm with Lord Schwarzer here. On the contrary, some rumors would even suggest the opposite.
Really? What rumors?
Word has it that a number of students and staff are unaccounted for. And the Noble Alliance is still trying to find them.
That probably is Class 7.
Then that means...
Have some of them managed to escape?
Well, rumors are rumors. Still, your classmates and Sarah have gotten their feet wet at this point. I can't see them being taken down easily. The odds sound pretty good to me, if you ask me. What say you?
In that case, that just means they're scattered to the wind. Huh, what else can I say?
I would have to agree. Celine? I couldn't tell you where she is right now, but Emma's still alive. That's guaranteed.
I guess that means you have some sort of psychic connection with Emma. You can tell?
I'm her familiar, so we got a link of some kind between us.
So as long as she's alive, you'll be able to tell.
If anything were to happen to her, trust me, I know about it.
That gives me the worrying implication that if she were to die, you would also die.
All I know is that she's alive, though. Nothing else. How peculiar.
Anyway, there's no point assuming the worst when there's every chance that it hasn't happened. So try keeping the faith, alright? Think of it this way. They're probably just as worried about you as you are for them, and yet here you are, safe and sound.
To be fair, we probably got the worst of it considering we almost died, so if we were able to get out of it, then yeah, the others probably more than get out of it. What I'm more so worried about in that case, though, is what are their current situations? And more so, I'm worried about, considering now that the Civil War has broken out, basically, there's a good chance that some of them might be forced in positions where we may have to fight against them. That's what I'm worried about. What if we have to fight old friends? You've got a point, actually.
Safe and sound you may very well be, but you're hardly in peak condition. Take this chance to stay home for a time and recover your strength.
And while you're here, why not go pay everyone a visit? The whole village has been eagerly awaiting your recovery. That's true. I think they'd all be delighted to see you. And, if you'd like, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Sure. Thanks for the concern, Lise, but I'll be fine on my own, honest. That sounds like a good idea, Mom. I think I'll do just that. Yeah. Well, we'll just have to find them then. Prologue. The Depths of Despair. Well, we can't go much lower than this, though. Looks like Elise and Princess Alphen have already gone out. Like Mom said, it might not be a bad idea to follow suit. This could be a good chance to walk around the village and collect myself a bit. If we can survive being nearly dead, then we'll be fine too. I am infinitely bugged by the fact that that the run button, that the turbo button's been switched, is infinitely bothersome to me. Okay, there are apparently a couple things we can do. The guide I have mentions, I should also mention, I guess I should probably talk about what guide it is I'm using. The guide that I'm using is actually from the same company that I used this previous guide for, which worked pretty well. It's actually the same, it's Neoseeker's guides. I've been using them for like the past couple games now. I think ever since, I've been using them since Trails 2, Trails in the Sky 2, I think. So they've been pretty satisfactory and pretty good at getting me all the content that I want to see. Okay. Which is usually just make sure I do every side quest and all that. So I'm going to keep using them, and again, we're using them this time. So the guide I have says, let's go to we can go to the markers for stuff, obviously. But we can also go to the general store, and we can't teleport yet, so let's just go to the general store. Where is the general store? Probably Plover is good in souvenirs.
Oh, hello there. You won't believe who's been coming in here lately. Well, maybe you will, but none other than Princess Alvin herself. She's the sweetest little thing. The way she looks at you, her smile. I wish I could just hug her and squeeze her and never let her go.
Well, they don't call her one of the country's greatest treasure for nothing, I guess.
They certainly don't. Don't you worry, we'll keep her safe as can be.
She really seems to be making herself a home here. That's good to know. Puppy Watch prevents delay, part of a set. But more importantly, we can buy these. Gamberjack and Imperial Chronicle. Martial Law and Heimdall lifted. Got some items we can buy here. I do kind of want to get that Puppy Watch. The guide mentions I don't have to buy it yet, but, well, if I can get it now, can I exchange? I can. We might as well. Well, let's take a look at the Imperial Chronicle. Martial law in Heimdall lifted. The Vermilion capital of Heimdall has been in a state of chaos since the late Chancellor's address, but that appears to be coming to a close due in full to the tireless efforts of the Noble Alliance. The Alliance has officially announced its hasty defeat over the rebels lurking within the city's bounds, as well as declared that the elements in the former Imperial army who plotted the rebellion have been all but stamped out. As a result, martial law in the city has finally been lifted, with Noble Alliance Supreme Commander Duke Cayenne confidently stating the capital's safety is now assured. That one of the pillars of the Empire's security would start a rebellion to begin with has been a shock to the nation as a whole, and a heavy sense of dread grows among the citizens. The situation is not without its positives, however, as the Alliance forces have violently sworn to continue safeguarding the city. Upon reaching out for comment, they claimed their actions were merely part of one's duty. One can only hope that placing our trust in these brave men and women will mark a turning point in returning peace to our great nation. What of the rebels? It is certain that the rebels responsible for organizing the uprising have far more allies than is currently known, and the Noble Alliance is working day and night to both find and apprehend all those who had any involvement with this unconscionable act of treason. It is also suspected that the recent assassination of former Chancellor Gileath Oswar may have been the work of the rebels as well. A reliable source told us, while our investigation is still underway, we believe there is far more to this than initially anticipated. As it stands, a number of the Army's armored divisions are continuing to act in a manner truly unfit for citizens of the Empire, frequently instigating conflict against Alliance forces stationed across the country. The same thoughts are no doubt running through the minds of every Erebonian citizen. What would possibly inspire such clear acts of betrayal toward His Majesty? At what point will the guilty parties come forward and surrender? We of the Imperial Chronicle say, only time will tell. The Imperial family rest. In light of recent events, the Imperial family is expected to remain inside Valflame Palace in comfort. The Imperial Household Agency has reassured the public that this move is only for security reasons, but those close to the family have expressed concern, speculating the true reason to be that they may be deeply distressed by the current chaotic state of the nation. At least one member of the Noble Alliance has reached out to us to further clarify the Imperial family's position, relaying His Majesty's instructions to do what must be done for the sake of the Empire. As of this publication, the only member of the Imperial family unaccounted for is His Highness Prince Olivert. Fearing for his safety, the Noble Alliance has assured it is leaving no stone unturned in its efforts to locate him. Soldats unveiled. The new weapons being deployed to ensure the safety of the Vermilion capital, now known as Panzer Soldats, were formally unveiled in a private press event. Standing at 7 arch tall, the man behemoths were immediately met with an overwhelmingly positive reception, being welcomed both as symbols of strength and as a perfect weapon for keeping Erebonia's people protected. Some have referred to the Soldats as Knights of Justice, and indeed, the memory of them fighting battle after battle to prevent the rebels' uprising is still fresh in our minds. The Noble Alliance is planning to station them throughout the Empire to aid in the fight against enemy forces. Breaking. The Croizon province almost fully under control. The Croizon province may be the first to fully eradicate all rebellious elements if a recent announcement is any indication. While some battles are still going on within the province's borders, their end seems to be only a matter of time. A source connected to the forces confided that he hopes His Majesty will be proud of our work, further expressing how his men were wholly dedicated to the elimination of the rebels in the region. Regrettably, a large number of villages and towns have been caught up in the conflict, giving us one more reason to pray this war comes to an end as soon as possible. Information on wanted persons needed. A large number of persons believed to have some connection to the rebellion are wanted, including members of the Railway Military Police, officers in other parts of the Imperial Army, politicians in the former Reformist faction, and even a small number of students. For the good of our nation's dignity, citizens with any information at all that could lead to their capture are urged to come forward and inform a member of the Noble Alliance forces or their local provincial army as soon as possible. If it's talking about who I think it is, then it means that Class 7's probably on a list that's wanted for being taken out.
Hey, I'm glad you came over. You've been talking to town ever since you came back.
I'm just sorry I had to come back home under these circumstances. Sounds like everyone was pretty worried about me. How's the shop been? Can't imagine it's been all that easy running it with the war going on.
You got that right. Getting goods in has been a real nightmare lately. I'm getting enough for everyone in the village though, so don't you worry. You got me right in the middle of taking stock, actually. If you got any shopping to do, come back later. Sorry.
Oh, of course. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
I appreciate that.
Alright. Next, we just gotta visit all the marks on the map, I guess. So, marks include... Reen's parents. Hey!
All the Empire's major cities are under the control of the Noble Alliance now. They've been so focused on those, they haven't had time to deal with frontier regions like ours. Thankfully, this means that Ymir hasn't felt the full impact of the Civil War.
It does seem that way. I was relieved to see how little's changed. A nice snowfall's the only real difference compared to my last visit. By the way, I see you chose not to join the Noble Alliance. Is everything alright on that front?
Well, I've never wanted anything to do with the Noble faction to begin with. There's always a chance they'll try to invite me to join, but I'm confident I can talk my way out of it. I'm a little concerned that I can't get in touch with Viscount our side, however.
You can't? Really? That is worrisome. Did something happen over in Legram? Or maybe even the Courageous?
I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, but it's Viscount our side we're talking about. You'll be fine. Regardless, I'm just trying to make sure that we're well prepared for anything. Especially since our duties have expanded to sheltering Her Highness.
That's true. The Alliance already has His Majesty and the Crown Princess, and the Crown Prince, so it's safe to assume they'll want the Princess Alphen as well. Dad, let me know if there's anything I can do to make your job easier. I'm more than happy to help.
Of course. I'm sure I'll be counting on you in the days to come. Still, start with trying not to rush things. You shouldn't have to jump to thinking you need to shoulder more than your fair share of responsibility. There's only so much burden that one person can bear.
Do you think I'm shouldering too much?
Admittedly, those are Master Kafai's words and not mine, but they get across what I want to say well enough. And whether I think it or not, there's a good chance for you to get some well-earned rest. I want you to make the most of it, alright?
Sure. Thanks, Dad. No. Next up, we have to go downstairs, it looks like. Hello! Wow, smells delicious. Wait a sec. Is that pheasant stew?
Your very favorite. Your father said that he wanted you to have a nourishing dinner, so he went and caught one himself.
Really? I'll be sure to thank him later. Speaking of food, you got a lot going on here. It smells amazing.
Well, the circumstances may not be ideal, but it's been too long since we last dined together as a family. And ever since Her Highness arrived, it's been so lively that I feel like I've gained a second daughter. Times like these are when a mother has to put her best foot forward, don't you think?
You really are the perfect mother. Even in times like these, you're right here ready to warmly welcome us home with open arms. I can't see that ever changing. If only I were half as good a son as you or a mom. No. Mom? Is something wrong?
That's not true at all. When I had no idea what was going on with you or your sister, I worried myself sick. At times I felt like my chest was going to burst from it all. But believing that you two would come back to me safely was the key to keeping myself together. With that in mind, I can focus instead on getting this house ready to welcome you both home.
Mom.
Whatever doubts you may have had about your place in this family, as long as you're here in this house, you're our son. If you're ever feeling down or afraid, you can always find comfort in my arms. And then once you've found the strength to keep going, you can pick things back up right where you left them.
Thanks, Mom. I should feel a lot better now.
Well, look forward to dinner tonight. And make sure you work up a good appetite for it, alright?
No worries there. It would be nice if we could get some assistance regarding this whole thing from people outside the Empire. Can we get Estelle and Joshua to help? Next up, go see Elise and Celine.
Oh, here you are, Elise. I wasn't expecting to find the two of you together.
Well, it's quite cold outside, so I thought I'd come and give Celine some warm milk. I keep telling her that she doesn't need to go out of her way for me, but she won't listen.
There is something highly amusing about the fact that no one else seems to have... There's no explanation about how the others understand that how the others reacted to the cat, but they're just cool with it.
The steam here is plenty to keep me warm.
The cat talking has just become a casual thing.
Oh no, that wouldn't do at all. You saved my brother's life. At least allow me to try and make your stay here in Ymir a comfortable one.
Celine saved my life? And when exactly did this happen?
I told her nothing of the sort. I keep trying to tell her it's not true, but she won't believe a word I say. Is something the matter?
Nope, not a thing.
I'd really rather you didn't act like I saved his life, though. Besides, if anything, I should be the one who owes you. What do you mean? Nothing. Forget I said anything. The milk's cooled down a little now, so I'm going to have some. Thank you.
Thinking back on it, didn't Elise later say she spotted a cat when she went into the old schoolhouse?
Oh. Yeah, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that, but that's right. Celine was with Elise when Elise walked into the old schoolhouse. I forgot about that. Wait a minute.
Not have been who I think it is.
Is the reason why Elise then got knocked out is because she tried to protect...
Don't give me that look. I wouldn't have let her in there if I didn't think it was safe, you know? I was desperate. You just had such a half-hearted reaction to that door, so I started getting impatient and...
Celine, you put my sister at risk.
I can't believe you.
She wasn't in any danger, honestly. The Guardian in there was designed not to attack people unrelated to the trial.
Then explain to me what happened.
I didn't touch her even when she was right in front of it, right? That's proof enough.
I don't know that. I wasn't there for when it happened.
I'm sorry, okay? I never should have done it to begin with. Emma's lectured me over and over about it, too.
You can't just bring people's families into places that could potentially get them killed.
You're sorry?
I'm not sure why you're whispering to one another, but regardless, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you did. Like I said before, I want to make your stay a comfortable one.
Christ.
It's okay, really. And, sorry. Why are you sorry?
Whatever.
She does genuinely seem to regret what she did. And Elise didn't come to any harm.
Fair enough.
I guess I'll let her off this time.
Do it again, though.
I really do have one amazing little sister. Compared to her, I'm...
Character tab. Yep, same as before, I'm pretty sure. Next up, go to Toval in the tavern. Valley's Echo. This looks like a tavern. Apparently we can also talk to you. Just got your eye. Take a couple of these fluffy pancakes. Toval!
If you've come to thank me for saving your butt again, save it. I'm just glad I made it in time.
Well, what do you expect me to do?
Princess Alphen and that sister of yours are the ones you should be talking to. You were on their minds this whole time.
Yeah, I can tell. I really do appreciate you coming for me, though. I was pretty far out from town, so I didn't think anyone would find me.
How did you guys find
Just
me?
goes to show what bracers can do, I guess.
About that, I wasn't actually the one who found you.
What? Who
You
did?
weren't?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus.
What?
They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you, then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were.
Strange.
I figured it couldn't hurt to go take a look, and sure enough, there you were.
So someone else knew about where we were and told Toval to come find us. But of course, that begs the question of who. Do you think it could have been Crow? I know that sounds wild and stupid, but here's the thing. Who else could have gone to there? Here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. First of all, you have to consider we were out in the mountain ranges. We were far away from where any other person would get to, and the only reason we got there as fast as we did was because of Valimar. He was flying us over there. So who would also be able to get there as fast as we did and eat with as much ease as we did? Or Dean, or Crow's knight. Another thing is the fact that it was on an Arcus unit. Sure, Arcus unit, sure, getting a call doesn't mean I don't think it means it has to be like maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but the fact that they called about it, I feel like it could be possible that it was Crow. Maybe if it's, I don't know. Part of me just thinks, is it Crow that actually knew where we were and decided to let us be and in fact told Toval where to find us? If that's the case, then would it mean he still has some hope for us? Or still wants, like, some care?
That's strange.
Again, it's the only person I can think of at the moment who would have the potential to know where we were, find us, and be able to make a call all at the same time.
I wonder who it was.
Wish I could tell you. I couldn't even recognize their voice.
Crow's the only one that would fit the book.
Nah, that's not really true. It was kind of familiar. Maybe.
Not to mention, Crow had the voice changer thing.
Whatever. No use dwelling on it.
At the moment, that's my only guess. It has to have been Crow.
Right now, we've got bigger problems to tackle than mystery callers. There's the war, for starters.
Yeah,
I suppose you're right. Have you and the rest of the guild been doing much?
Yeah.
Well, we've been trying. We're pretty limited on what we can do. Partly because we've all been split up since the war broke out. I don't even know if any of the others in Erebonia are okay. Sarah included.
Shame.
It sounds like things have gotten even more serious since I was away.
Sure has. Not even regular civilians have been able to escape being affected by it. As it stands, the Noble Alliance has the overwhelming advantage, but the Imperial Army's showing no signs of surrendering to them, particularly in a few regions across the country.
Really?
I see.
Oh, and another thing you might hear. We've been getting reports of a few Jaeger Corps taking part in the war too. Even members of Ouroboros.
Sure enough. Blue Blanc. Vita.
Ouroboros. That secret society?
That's the one. Jaegers being employed here in Erebonia is nothing new, but there's way more of them here these days.
A big thing that I'm worried about is, what is Fee doing? I'm kind of worried, what if Zephyr, the remaining members of Zephyr that we saw, what if they tried and re-recruit her?
As for Ouroboros, they're probably just trying to stir up trouble of their own. It's what they do best.
They're currently in the process of enacting their Phantasmal Blaze plan.
And there's the fact that Erebonia isn't the only place with problems right now. Crossbell's full of them too.
Considering the fact that it's been a month, then it probably is likely that at this point, Lloyd has probably also escaped the prison by now and is starting to work his way through getting his teammates all together again and fixing up the issues there.
There's so much to freak out about these days, it could drive you insane.
So I'd imagine that it's probably that at the same time that Reen's woken up, Lloyd's escaped, I would assume.
Sorry, you've got enough on your plate without me dumping all this on you, huh? Try saving all those bad thoughts you got piling up for another day, okay? You need to focus on relaxing. You can decide what you want to do after that.
Sure. Thanks, Toval. You're probably right. You're just a fountain of good advice, huh?
I've just got a few years worth of life experience on you, that's all. Oh, and while I'm giving you good advice, why not take a dip in the hot springs? Could be a nice way to clear your head.
It probably would. Hasn't let me down before. Maybe I should pay a visit to the Phoenix Wings later.
I wonder if this means Ymir's gonna be our like our base of operations for this game. Alvin, you alright?
She's praying so intently. Thinking about it, she must be even more distressed right now than I am.
She has no idea how her family's doing.
Why, hello, Reen! You're looking rather well today. Much better than you were yesterday, at any rate.
I feel loads better, actually. Thanks. How about you? Are you managing all right here? I'm guessing life in a tiny village like this is harder than you're used to. If there's anything I can do to make things easier for you, though, don't hesitate to let me know.
Oh, not at all. I've been simply loving my stay here. The scenery is stunning. The hot springs are oh so soothing, to say nothing of your mother's spectacular cooking. I'm having the time of my life here. I almost envy Elise for growing up in such a wonderful place.
I'm happy to hear you say that. Still.
On top of all that, I was able to reunite with you here. Oh, and meet a mysterious talking cat, too. Not everyone gets to do that now, do they? I still haven't had the pleasure of meeting that Ashen Knight of yours, however.
Valmar needs time.
Perhaps I might have the chance once he wakes up? I suppose I can dream.
Well... I realize I'm the last person who has any right to say this, but there's no need to force yourself to bottle everything up and put on a brave face.
You're worried.
I know how worried I am about my classmates, so I can only imagine how you must feel.
It's alright.
I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be royalty. I shouldn't be getting all worked up about something like this, but
It's alright, let it all out.
just thinking of what my family must be going through is just too much to bear.
It's alright, let it
Cedric
out.
and we had a fight on the morning it all happened. I was planning to make up with him that evening, but
It's okay.
I'm sure he won't hold that against you. You'll be able to make up with him next time you see him.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll be sooner than you think, too. But in the meantime, there's no need to force yourself to seem like being apart from them isn't bothering you.
This is gonna make it hurt more.
Royalty or not, no one would blame you for being worried or upset. And every single one of us here wants to do what we can to help you.
Thank you.
There you go. Better.
I'm fine now. I hope I don't sound ungrateful, but I think you should be spending more time with Elise rather than me. This is your first chance in a while to spend some quality time together. I'd hate to take that away from her.
Why? I mean, it's true that she's a little more dependent on me than you'd expect for a girl her age, but that doesn't mean she needs me hovering around her all the time. Then again, she did seem more shaken up than usual. Maybe you're right. I should try and cheer her up while I still can.
That's not exactly what I meant.
Bruh.
Oh, this is so difficult on a fair maiden's heart, I hope you know. You're just making me wish you were my brother all the more.
What?
Why?
Olivier's guy's work cut out for him. We can also go to Ymir Valley. Hello. Wait, aren't you? You! The fishing woman!
Alright, let's see how many of these little dastardly fishies I can catch today.
I was expecting to find someone fishing here. Not like there's a whole lot of monsters here, though, so she should be safe if she doesn't stray too far.
And just who might you be?
I seem to recall meeting her during one of our field studies.
Oh, I recognize you. You were one of the Thor students who helped me a number of months ago, yes? It's lovely to see you again.
Nice to see you again, too. Looks like I was right. Sorry for disturbing you.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. We're Actually, since you are student of Thor's, you wouldn't happen to know a young man named Kenneth, would you?
Kenneth? I do, actually. He's in the Imperial Fishing Club.
That's the guy. That's wonderful news. Perhaps you might know where I could find him as well.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I've got no idea.
Really? That's not so wonderful.
So you know him too?
Indeed. When the war first broke out, we fled Trista together. But on the way, he told me that he had something he needed to take care of and asked me to go on alone. He promised to meet me here in Ymir, but there's been no sign of him since.
That's unfortunate.
Not that I believe anything untoward could have possibly happened to him, of course. After all, there's nothing in this world that can crush the spirit of us English. When it comes to survival, even soldiers can't hold a candle to us.
Right.
That said, you're looking a little glum. At times like these, there's nothing like a spot of fishing to cheer you up. If you know Kenneth, it's only fair for me to assume you're a fan of fishing too.
I am, in fact. Kenneth even gave me the title Red Angler, I think? I don't have my fishing gear with me anymore, though.
Red Angler? Then that means you caught the famed Guardian. In that case, please take these.
Fishing book. Feather rod. Brown bait. Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Kenneth left me in charge of some of his fishing gear. He instructed me to give them away if I were to cross paths with any promising fellow fishing enthusiasts. So go on, they're rightfully yours.
Sounds like Kenneth, alright. Alright, thank you very much.
It sounds like we've got your new notebook open. I've taken the liberty of writing down your current title to help you keep track. You begin as a bronze angler, judged by the same standards as any professional. Aim for the top and become a fishing god. I've plenty of prizes you can exchange for angler points for. So beyond being pure bloody fun, fishing should prove worth your while.
I'll try to do some when I get the chance then. We can fish again.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
I assume fishing is the exact same. Yep.
Ugh. Caught one.
Got it.
Caught one.
Got us again. Got it.
Not bad.
I'll probably do the same thing as I did last game, where every fishing spot, I'll just use one ground bait. I, for some reason, didn't hit that almost. Come on! There's literally like 2 button presses. I feel like the fishing animation is slower.
Caught one.
I'll use one. Got it.
Caught one. Not bad.
One more. Got it.
Caught one.
So let's see what rewards you've got. Blind Fighter Badge and tier blah blah blahs.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
No. Last but not least, go to the Phoenix Wing. Ew.
Oh, it's Yuri. Your color's not looking that bad. If you were looking any worse, I was gonna have you drink some of the new vegetable juice I've been concocting.
I'm perfectly fine without, thank you. How many new recipes have you made since I've been away?
My creativity is infinite, Reed. I'm always striving to make the finest dishes in the land. You were brushing up on your cooking skills at the academy, weren't you?
Yeah, my classmates and I were cooking ourselves at one point. Wait a sec, where'd my recipe book go?
Did you lose it?
I guess so. I had all kinds of different recipes written down too.
Well, you went out your way to come see me. I suppose it's the least I can do. Take this.
Hey, is this a new recipe book?
It's a spare I had lying around, so go ahead and use it. I know how much it hurts to start from scratch again, so I threw in a recipe to try. Here's some ingredients too.
Thanks. This is what Elise often used to bring to me while I was training. Are you sure it's okay for me to just take these?
Absolutely. I'm happy to see that you came to understand the joys of cooking while you're away at the academy. And besides, taking the time to enjoy cooking should help lift your spirits some. It's a simple recipe, so why not go and make it with your family?
Thank you very much, then. Recipes. Yep, you... Okie dokie. Ooh. What? Oh, okay.
Master Reen, you finally awoken. I'm so very relieved to see it. I was terribly worried about you.
Thanks for your concern, Mr. Baggins. Although I'd prefer if you didn't call me Master Reen all the time.
Perhaps so, but you will always be Master Reen to me. May I help you with anything?
Actually, I like to use the springs. Are they open by any chance?
Why, yes, of course. As it so happens, cleaning was only finished not too long ago. You can have any or even all of them to yourself if you wish.
That sounds wonderful. I might just take you up on your offer. Feels like it's been ages since I've had a chance to enjoy them.
The entrance is to the right. Enjoy, Master Reen.
Hot springs. Cause main story to advance. Well, let's just make sure we saved. Go inside. Nice warm soak. Comfy. Still got giant scar.
You really can't beat an outdoor hot spring. Feels like all the fatigue that's been building up inside me is melting away. I don't think I realized just how exhausted I was until I came in here. Still, what am I supposed to do now? Chancellor Osborne's been shot, the capital's been occupied, and now even Trista and the Academy are under the Noble Alliance's control. Then there's Crow. I was practically a joke. I didn't stand a chance against him. Even borrowing the power of something like a divine knight wasn't enough to fight him on equal terms. Far from it. It was hopeless from the start. I didn't realize before, but he was holding back against me the whole time. Even without that trump card of his, he could have defeated me effortlessly. And yet there was me, all happy, thinking that I'd won, right before he knocked me back with a single blow. If only I wasn't so weak. If only I'd been able to hold my ground. Maybe things would have been different. Instead, I ended up running away and leaving everyone else behind. There's no point in blaming how things ended on Celine or Valimar. None of this is their fault. This is all on me. Because of that, I've lost everything. I'd finally found a place where I felt I belonged, and people to share it with, and I lost it all. I thought my life was finally gaining some direction, but now I feel totally lost again.
Reen?
Oh, Elise.
Sorry if I'm bothering you.
Elise, did you want to use the springs too?
I heard you were here, so I thought that perhaps I could come and join you.
Okay.
I mean, I know we used to come in here together when we were kids, but we're a little old for that now, don't you think? I'm not so sure it's the best idea.
Please, we're siblings. There's no need to feel so self-conscious. And you must be exhausted after all that's happened. So I thought the least I could do was come and wash your back for you. The water's nice and toasty, huh? Truth be told, I haven't taken a dip here for some time. I'd forgotten how pleasant it was to sit here and admire the snow.
Yeah, same here. Bathing during the fall when the leaves are changing has its charms, but something about watching the snow really relaxes me. And it's plenty relaxing even without a bottle of sake in hand, despite what Master Kafai might tell you.
He's always been a heavy drinker. To say nothing of the fact that Father can never turn down the opportunity to help him finish a bottle or three whenever he visits.
Alcoholics.
I'm sorry. You came out here because you were worried, didn't you?
Oh no, not at all. That wasn't why I came here at all. It's just that...
You're not the only one. It's like everyone I meet has to go out of their way for me. It's how things have been for my whole life. How everyone feels like they have to be around me.
What do you mean?
It happened the day Dad picked me up in that blizzard 12 years ago. It happened the day when I lost control and scared you 8 years ago. It happened the day Master Kafai cut short my years of training. It even happened only last month, when everyone risked their lives so that I, and I alone, could be saved.
That's not...
Looking back on my life, I've been too fortunate for my own good. All I've done is bask in the kindness of everyone I know, giving nothing worthwhile in return. On the contrary, I've brought nothing but misfortune to them instead. Like I'm some kind of curse. I don't have the right to be treated kindly. I don't deserve to have others putting themselves out for me. Not when I seemingly can't do a thing to return that kindness and am too weak to fight for them when they need it most.
Rain.
None of this should have ever happened. If I'd known it would. If I'd known things would ever become like this, then I'd never have gone to the academy to begin.
Stop! Do you seriously mean all that you've just said? The right to be treated kindly? And who exactly decides who has that right, whatever that's supposed to be? I don't look out for you because I expect something in return or because I want you to defend me. Acts of kindness aren't debts to be repaid. I look out for you because I care about you, because you're important to me. And I'm sure that Mother, Father, Master Kafai, your classmates, and all of your other acquaintances feel the same. So please, from the bottom of my heart, please don't say that you don't have the right to be treated kindly. Of course you do. You just don't realize it. You care so much about the people who matter to you. So why can't you understand that those people care just as much about you?
Nice.
Think back to that day when you were separated from your classmates. What kind of expressions did they have when you parted from them?
They...
Guys.
They were smiling. They all believed that we'd see each other again. That no matter what happened along the way, we'd all be reunited.
We will.
And that one day, we'd move forward together as a class again, just like we did before. Maybe there's nothing wrong with feeling lost and impatient from time to time. I believe in all of them. And if they see me as worthy of their trust, then I'd like to try and believe in myself too.
Yeah.
We're classmates. And more than that, we're friends. So long as I keep moving forward, I'm sure that somewhere, someday, our paths will cross again.
I think so too, Reen.
Thanks, Elise. I feel like you gave me exactly what I needed to move forward.
Yeah. Thanks.
You don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything. All I did was remind you of something you already knew. It was your time at the academy that gave you what you needed. I admit, I am a little envious of your classmates, though.
Still, I'm really thankful to have you in my life. I might not be the most dependable brother in the world, but I'd appreciate it if you kept looking out for me. And while it might be a ways away, I'll keep striving to be an older brother you can be proud of.
I'm always proud of you, you know? And of course I will. I see all's well that ends well.
Alvin, I swear to God. Why are you bringing the cat?
Your Highness?
And you've brought Celine, too.
Hope you don't mind us barging in.
Do you like water, Cat?
What brings you here? I heard that you were both here from Toval, so I thought I might come along and see how everything was going. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to help cheer up Reen? And oh, what a heartwarming sight I happened to stumble upon during my humble quest. Considering you were waiting for the perfect time to make your grand entrance, stumbling is a stretch.
You were waiting?
Were you listening in the whole time?
Of course she was.
Elise, have you ever known me to be so unladylike?
Yes.
But I see you've done a fine enough job for the both of us. Oh, the bond between siblings is truly a miraculous thing. Not only do you share an unwavering kinship, but you'll always have the tender embrace of skinship within reach.
What in God's name?
I'm so jealous.
I appreciate your concern, though. Still, Elise is one thing, but I'm not entirely comfortable sharing the springs with you, Your Highness.
Oh, come now.
Damn.
This is the bath. Ranks are stripped once our clothes are, as far as I'm concerned.
What?
That being said, may I join Elise in washing your back as well?
What?
This would make the perfect chance for us to finally strengthen our bond as honorary siblings. Wouldn't you agree?
What?
Your Highness, please!
Celine.
I'm sorry, okay?
Huh? About what?
You know, things. I'm not exactly all that cognizant of human feelings and the like. Emma often points out as much. But thinking back, I have done some things that were probably quite insensitive in your eyes.
Hey, as long as you can understand that, then that's more than enough for me.
Look at you.
Huh?
You're
If
alright.
anything, I should be the one apologizing. I shouldn't have taken my frustrations out on you like that.
This is called even.
Can you forgive me?
Forgive you? Why would I need to? I really don't get you sometimes.
Funny cat. What was that?
What was that? That sounded like...
I know exactly what that was.
Wait, what?
It's
That thing
magic
again?
knight we ran into on the way down the mountain.
Oh god. Is it activated
I
again?
had a feeling Toval's art wasn't enough to finish it off.
We need to go back and fight it then,
But
don't
the
we?
fact it's still active isn't the only problem. It sounds like it's coming this way.
We need to hurry. We'll meet it halfway then. There's no way we're letting it attack Ymir. Over my dead body.
You're certain then? This magic knight is something or other is coming here.
I'm certain. I can sense its mana moving toward us. It's still a fair distance away for now, but it's getting closer by the minute. It's coming from the direction of the valley behind the village.
I thought I finished it off, but I should have made sure. I didn't think anything could survive that fall, but if anything could, it'd be one of those things.
No, you did what you could. You shouldn't blame yourself. Still, why would it be coming here?
My guess is because you're here. Or more specifically, because the Ashen Awakener is here. It's after Reen?
So these magic knights may have some connection with the divine knights? Well, that makes this easy. If it's after me, I should be the one to go out and stop it.
You'd be putting yourself in danger.
I'll be fine, and I won't let it get anywhere near the village. In a way, I have to. If I can't do this, what hope will I have of getting Class 7 back together again?
Well, sounds like your mind's made up. And you appear to have recovered enough in my eyes. Alright, man. I have no objections.
We'll have all of our villages ready to evacuate as a precaution. Take care, Reen.
Thanks, Mom. Dad.
Let me come with. I thought I could compare to Sarah, but I ain't too shabby in a fight.
Really? Thank you. I'd feel a lot better having you around, honestly. Okay then. So, Toval, Celine, you guys almost ready to head out?
Actually, if you don't mind,
You're not coming.
I'd like to come with you as well.
Can you even fight? What? You would?
Elise? This is not an opponent to take lightly. To be taken lightly. A fact I'm sure you're well aware of. I fully understand the dangers this will entail. Combat etiquette is imperative to calling oneself a noble, and I'm familiar with the sword style of the Schwarzer family. You've trained me yourself, Reen.
Well, that's true, but...
You're certain that this is what you want to do, Elise? Yes, I am. My brother has chosen his path, and as a sister, I feel I have a duty to support him. Not only as a sister, as a daughter of House Schwarzer, I have every intention of doing whatever it is within my power. My, how you've grown.
Indeed. As your father, I couldn't be more proud. Take it with you, Reen. I have plenty of faith in her abilities as a swordsman, but I also think she would keep you from doing anything too rash.
Dad, come on.
I don't think you got anything to worry about. She's stronger than you're giving her credit for. Like your dad said, she knows her way around the sword, and she's pretty good at using her arcus too. She's aiming for in her eyes from more than a few tough spots on her way here, even.
That she did. And I'm sure she'd be capable of even more with her beloved brother at her side.
But still, hold on. Since when did Elise have an arcus? I was about to say, like, are we just gonna gloss over the fact that she has an arcus?
No, love that fun detail when catching you up, didn't I? Prince Alfred gave me a couple spares, actually. And I had a hunch that these two would have a knack for them with a bit of practice, so I showed them the ropes in the way.
I know you're against her coming with us, but we don't really have much time here. It's pretty clear that nothing you say is going to change your mind, so I think it's time you gave up and we get going.
Fine, you can come too, Elise. Don't even think of doing anything that will put you any further in harm's way than you need to be. Promise? Okay?
I promise.
Alright, let's go start getting ready then. If either of you need to do anything last minute, get it done now. After that, we'll make our way to the Ymir's back entrance.
Toval and Elise. Customize a battle order. Elise! Recovery items, I already know how this works. We can't connect yet. So, what do you guys fight with? So, Fragrant Garden. Attack area extra large. Class SS. A series of slashes that resembles petals. Swallowtail. Magic attack set. Line small. Delay 20. Slashes forcefully, launching a shockwave. And Holy Squall. Area large. Heals 60% HP and cures ailments and stat down. Prays the Adios and summons a healing rain down upon allies. That sounds broken. Rebellion Storm. Magic attack all. Fuses spheres of compressed winds and drop them. Double Strike. 1 impede seal 100% chance. 2 rapid strikes that seal movement. Unbalanced 30%. Dizzying Blow. 1 faint 30%. Bounce down for 3 turns. Knocks unconscious with great force. Unbalanced 50%. Sphere Break. Magic attack. Area medium. Mute 100% chance with ADF minus 50% for 3 turns. A special field that seals arts. Can't unbalance. Ares. Okay. Luminous Ray and Thilas. And Wing. You having that upsets me because I want that. Give me the Wing Master Quartz, you monster. Apparently we can go back in here and talk to Alphen for an event.
Hello, everyone.
Something wrong, Your Highness?
Do I really have to stay here? Can't I accompany all of you instead? I may not be skilled in hand-to-hand combat, but I think I'm on par with Elise when it comes to handling an Arcus.
You're a pretty skilled arts user, no doubts there, but even then...
I might consider if we were mowing down regular monsters, but Magic Knights are an entirely different league. You said it yourself, we can't just expose someone with no combat abilities outside of arts casting to something that's dangerous. Sorry, I guess you're right. Still, it was worth putting it out there and seeing how you respond. As much as I want to help you out, I'd probably just get in the way. I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Rest assured, Your Highness. I promise you will return safely.
Thank you, Reen. I look forward to your return here. And you better make good on that promise.
Another thing that's being mentioned is that apparently you can use the center here to fully heal up. Oh, there's a footbath.
Thinking about warming yourself up a bit before we leave.
I don't see why we shouldn't. Let's do it.
It is just slowly maxing everything out. Okay. Nice. Well, let's keep going then. I think we'll be fine in terms of equipment. Alright, search is on. Magic Knight's somewhere in this direction, right?
That's right. It's very slowly coming this way. So long as we keep on this path, we should find ourselves face to face with that at some point.
Well, the farther away it is, the The better. We're gonna need to finish it off before it reaches the town or we're in trouble. You two have been up here a fair few times, right?
Yeah, I went up this way with the rest of Class 7 just a couple of months ago, even. I wasn't really planning to, but we didn't have much choice thanks to Blue Blanc and his antics.
Blue Blanc, huh? Yeah, sounds like his thing. Once he's latched onto you, it's a one-way trip to Crazy Town.
Am I forgetting something?
But sounds like it's a little late to be saying that that's you. I don't get the feeling he's involved in any of this, though.
Weather is much milder now than it was then, so we shouldn't have quite as much trouble climbing, thankfully. This doesn't mean it won't be dangerous, however. Watch your step.
Am I forgetting something?
Monster! Yep, looks like we found ourselves a monster. And a fairly tough-looking one, too.
Indeed, though I can't imagine it being a problem so long as we make proper use of our combat links.
Be careful, Elise.
I will.
I know how to use combat links. Set the links. Yep. As obvious, I'm going to... yeah.
Please.
You use a sword.
You use wind! Wind!
The advantage.
Link attacks. We also got rush. Unbalanced likeliness, that's all the same. Nyx Cryon.
Try
Spear break.
Fire!
Uses a slingshot.
I can do this.
Let's move. Now's our chance.
Assist him.
I'll back you up. I can do this. I couldn't be more pleased.
Well done, Elise.
Thank you, Rean.
Cool, now we covered the basics, let's get back to searching.
Yep. We know how to use the blah, 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 blah. Weapon types and unbalancing, same thing as before, blah, 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 blah. Critical damage is always going to blah, 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 blah. Toval's unique accessory, Quick Caliber, allows him to use arts more quickly than any other character. Making good use of this will allow him to deal immense damage to enemies in a short period of time. Thanks for notifying me of that. Is there any new fishy here? Nope. Oh, let's begin exploring.
Are you all right, Elise?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
Just warms your heart, doesn't it?
Thank you, Toval.
If you say so.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
That worked.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Ready to go. Try this.
Let's move.
I can do this.
I want to see what this looks like. Swallow him!
Let's move.
Sure thing.
Analyze.
Right.
Let's move.
Ready to go. Sorry. That's...
Oh, what a splendid chest.
Lighter. Still no chest dialogue. Oh, what the? I just realized you don't use a sword, you use a baton.
Let's get him.
That'll do.
I can do this.
Ready to go.
Resin fungus.
My turn. Now.
Sure thing.
My turn.
Sure thing.
Knock him out.
Great.
Gotcha.
Let's move.
Ready to...
I can do it.
Bruh.
Let's move.
All my quartz is gone.
Sorry.
All my good stuff is gone. Oh, I think they fixed the problem I had with the previous game, where it's actually easier to pick up things now. I remember I had a problem with it being... This looks like a door. I had a problem with the previous game being impossible to pick up things.
Here I go.
I'm really gonna switch this button, though.
I'm up.
Right!
Sure thing.
Right!
Might.
I'm
Bruh.
up.
Bruh.
I'm up.
Oh, a dead end? We should cross the bridge we just passed.
Now's our chance. Let's. My turn. Now
I'm up.
Knock him out.
that was great.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
You already know.
My turn.
Alright, we're doing Rebellion Storm.
Time to stop holding back.
Let's see, Tobal. Wind. Come on.
This is gonna hurt.
Send it.
Rebellion Storm.
Nice.
Sorry. That's...
Theron powder. That'll be nice. Single green. What is that? What is that?
Now's our
What is
chance.
this?
Let's get him.
Am I going insane?
move.
What is this? Snow Wisp.
Sure thing.
Oh, they're easy to kill. That was weird. New material. Come on.
Let's get him. Here I go. Second.
Sure thing.
Gosh dang it.
Right!
I'm up.
I can do...
Here I go. That's that.
Easy. Well, there's our boss at the end there.
The wind seems to be picking up.
We should hurry before the sun begins to set.
Stop chasing me.
Now's our chance.
Only I
Here I
chase.
go.
Right!
I'm going to
Sure thing.
actually create a cramp in my thumb, I feel, at this rate.
Let's keep moving. Great.
I have to push down the left analog stick just to use turbo. This is not ideal. Who thought this was a good idea for button placement?
The advantage is ours!
My turn.
I can do this!
Sure. I'm up.
Let's move.
Ow.
Right!
I'm up. Sorry.
Easy. Imagine Elise became a permanent party member. I highly doubt it, but I imagine. That's it.
My turn.
I'm up.
Right!
Knock him out. Finally at the halfway point. How are you feeling, Elise?
Very well, thank you. There's no need to worry. You went through so much, Rain, especially in recent months, and yet you've managed to overcome it all. Climbing a mountain as small as this is can hardly hope to compare.
Well, if you insist, but if you need to take a break, there's no shame in saying so.
Agreed. Monsters around here are on the tough side, sure, but we can last as long as we pace ourselves. You just keep backing your brother up. I'm here backing both of you up too.
Thank you. We're getting closer to that magic night. I can sense it. But just so we're perfectly clear, you do know that you don't stand a chance of it with just 3 of you, don't you?
Sure do, kid. Wouldn't be my first time going up against something that huge, but size isn't the only issue here. How do I put this? It's like there was some kind of strange power inside of it that was helping it move.
Does that mean we'll have to find a way to deal with that first?
Celine, any ideas? And I think I know just the way to do it. Celine, can we go back to Valimar? I'd like to ask for his help.
If you feel that's the best option and we have, then I've got nothing more to say. Just be sure you're mentally prepared by the time we get there.
I'm prepared.
You got some kind of plan in mind? Works for me. We don't have much farther to go, and any plan at this point's better than none. Let's move, and remember, slow and steady's the way.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
Got it.
Now's our chance. I'm up. Here I go.
Right!
Sure thing. Might. Now! Ready to... Here I go.
Beat it up!
Oh, what a splendid chest!
Poison. Oh, I was about to say, why can I not clip it? I forgot. Oh boy.
So close.
Let's get yourselves ready.
Valimar, I hope you're ready to fight.
The advantage is
Because we're really gonna need you, buddy.
I'm up.
right. I can do.
Let's move. That's that.
Oh, Valimar, please be ready to fight. Bunch of Sepith. Mint drop.
Alright, here we go. I assume this is probably gonna be the end of the prologue.
Oh,
Well, this is it.
This is the monument that caused all the trouble you brought up before, right?
even now I can sense some spiritual power. As far as I can tell, everything here is in order.
Yeah, I don't see anything abnormal going on either. It caused me a lot of trouble back then when I was a kid, too. So this is where it happened. I guess I'm cursed by this spot, aren't I?
Reen, don't be silly.
Hold that thought. That came from by close.
Here it comes.
Let's go, buddy. Come on.
How could it be perfectly fine after falling from a damn cliff?
Ancient legends mentioned that they had the power to regenerate, but I didn't think it held that much merit.
We have to stop it from reaching Ymir. Don't do anything that'll put yourself in any unnecessary danger, Elise.
I won't.
Alright, let's give it our best shot.
Fourth time.
This could prove difficult. Be careful.
Ow.
Sure thing.
Magic Knight Orthon.
Activate. Let's move.
Might as well try Burn. Orthime. Magical golem from the Dark Ages that awoke from some unknown cause. Possesses great power. No gone ailments. I mean, you can try, but don't count on them. Fragrant garden.
Assume your stance. Fragrant garden!
Cut him off. Good. Yeah.
Sure thing. Activate.
Spark arrow.
Let's move.
Run for me. Come on. Good. Now we're getting. You're kidding me. Come on.
Sure thing. Try this.
Fear break.
Fire!
Right!
Luminous ray. Brand crack. Oh!
My turn. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ready to go.
Rain and Toval can probably survive another hit. Fizzing blow.
Please allow me.
Thanks.
Crap!
Let's move. Cheers. Ready to go.
Thank you very much. Please allow me.
Come on.
Let's move.
This thing's tough.
Ready to go.
Thunder drive.
Here you go.
Tick tock, tick tock.
My turn. Sit.
Right. Oh, goddess.
Holy squall.
Grant us a healing rain.
Cheers.
It just keeps using Grand Crack.
Too slow.
Sure thing.
Activate.
Spark arrow.
Let's move. Ha! Ready to go. Activate.
I can do this.
Luminous ray. Ugh.
I'm up. Activate. Let's move. Yeah.
Heal up. Spark arrow.
I can do this. Arcus, activate.
lagging again.
Sure thing.
It's just a single enemy. Double strike.
My turn.
This is how fighting a single one of these things feels like. What the heck is going to happen later?
Right.
Ready to go.
My turn.
Because this rate, it's not looking so hot.
I'm up.
Please allow me.
Here I go.
Thank you very much.
Grand crack.
Sure thing.
I won't be defeated.
Let's move. Sit.
Crap.
I'm up.
Thanks.
I can do this.
This isn't working so hot.
Let's move.
Ready to go. Cheers.
I can do this.
Here I go.
Stop
Sure
missing,
thing.
Reen. Go for it!
Time to...
No!
Gather on my blade.
Fuse. Ah,
That's that.
that's damn time.
Every
Is it over?
Think that did it.
Not yet. What's happening to it? What is that aura? What? What do you mean?
How can it grow more arms?
Can't be serious.
Well, think he's ready?
Gonna have to try. Ready enough. But he won't be able to fight for very long. Still, he's the best chance we've got. At least, Toval, stay back.
Why?
Before. Come to me.
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Let's do it, Valimar. Time to reawaken. You might not be in the best of conditions, but I'm sure you can do it. Let's go. Come on. If anyone's gonna be able to do this, it's gonna be you, Valley. Come on.
What's that sound?
Am I seeing things?
The Ashen Knight. Takes flight once more. Valley. Let's do it. Back into the driver's seat. once more.
Yeah, he's recovered enough to fend off this guy at least. Try and actually win this time, got it?
Not a problem. I'm counting on you, Valimar. Our target's the Magic Knight right in front of us.
Acknowledged. However, operational time is limited to a maximum of 300 seconds.
Crap.
Caution is advised.
We'll make it work then.
So this is the Ashen Knight? I'd heard about it fighting against the Alliance forces trying to take over Trista, but wow, this is something else.
Are you really moving that, Reen?
Elise, Topal, I'll take care of this. Stay back.
Roger that. Come on, Missy. We're gonna be in danger if we stay here.
All right.
Let's go. Alright, Ortheim. Extra arms. Ain't gonna do much
I'll have to
against me.
rely on the unarmed form this time too, but that's fine by me. Okay, here goes.
All right. You ready?
Another giant fight. Divine Knight battles. Yep, attack the bodies. Defend. Recovers 5% HP and remove. Okay. Consumes. Okay. Let's try going for his arms first. Nope. How about his head? Got it! Hold on! Switching his stance. Body. Nope. Abyss Sabers.
Let's go!
It's working. Keep it up.
Keep going.
This is bad.
Arms. You're done. Destructive impact. Perish.
That's it.
Didn't
Just
kill
a
him.
little more.
Now you're done. I noticed it gave me an easy finisher once I actually reduced the HP to 0. So long.
He did it!
Thank goodness.
Thanks, Valmar.
I think he's used up every last bit of the mana he recovered.
That was a close one.
You didn't have a weapon, and yet you still came out on top, Reen. Not half bad. Not that it means you're ready to take on the Azure Awakener. That's a ways away.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll bet.
Combat efficiency demonstrated a 5% increase over the previous battle. I look forward to observing further improvement in the future.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Valmar.
Sure. I hope I don't let you down. I barely know a thing about you. But even then, it's clear as day that you're far more reliable than I'll ever be. Well, it doesn't matter how it happened. Fact is, we're now fighting alongside one another as both allies and friends. So don't worry, I'll do everything I can to become strong enough to draw out your full power. Strong enough to even win against Crow.
I shall await that day.
Thanks, Valmar. It's curious to see just how Valmar can interact.
Hey there. You did great, champ.
Yeah.
Thanks. You didn't get hurt at all, did you, Elise?
I'm fine. I'm more concerned about you. Are you feeling all right? I'd heard about what happened the last time you fought inside that thing.
That was mostly because Crow annihilated me.
I'm a little tired, but that's all. I probably wouldn't have gotten off so easily if things were anywhere close to being like last time, honestly.
As I've said once before, all damage taken by a divine knight is passed on to its awakener.
Ugh.
So take that as extra motivation to continue getting better at piloting him.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? Well, I'd have to improve my piloting skills to get things done anyway. I've got every intention of getting better.
You're sounding a lot more sure of yourself now.
I gotta get those answers out of Crow that I want.
Does that mean you're feeling better?
Of course.
Yeah, never better. If I want to reunite with the others, I need to keep moving forward.
We'll just have to take it one step at a time.
Sorry. I've got a feeling I'm just gonna be causing you a lot more grief in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm plenty used to it.
Well, as long as you are.
Besides, I'd like nothing more than for you to be reunited with your classmates.
Thanks, Elise.
You can be such a troublemaker.
Sounds like things are all wrapped up here.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Shit. No.
It can't be.
Oh, not now.
Why are you here?
What do you want? Clotilde. What's your aim?
Rianos!
It's the bird I saw in the Capitol.
Hello there, darling. Miss me? It's so lovely to see you again, Reen.
Of course, if you're also a witch, then that means Grianos is your familiar.
Is that bird talking?
After Celine, a bird shouldn't be any more surprising, but still. You've got some nerve showing yourself, Vita. Although not enough nerve to show up in person, apparently. So what does Ouroboros' oh-so-amazing second Anguis, the Azure Abyss herself, want with us?
What's an Anguis?
One of Ouroboros' top brass.
Yeah, she's scary powerful. What do you want? Oh, hey. Vita Clotilde.
It's nice to see you again too, Celine. And while I know of them, I can't say I recall ever being formally introduced to Reen's adorable sister or that handsome bracer with you.
Cut the shit.
I'm sorry that our first meeting had to be through my familiar.
Huh?
Misty. No. I suppose I should call you Vita now. How did you know we were here?
We've been trying to find the whereabouts of the Ashen Knight for quite a while, you see. We've been searching for the past month since the Civil War began without any luck. But then we sensed an active magic knight in this area. And that was what finally led us to you.
I wasn't expecting our location to be discovered this quickly.
And what do you want?
I got to see your battle with Crow too, incidentally. For it being the first time you've ever piloted a knight, you did rather well. If we're being objective though, it was more akin to a tiger swatting away at a cub.
Awful big words for a woman who's too scared to show up in person.
What are Crow and that Azure Knight doing now anyway? What happened to everyone at the Academy?
I'm sure they're fine, Reen.
Crow's been keeping himself very, very busy. The Noble Alliance forces see him as their little joker. They call him the Azure Chevalier now. I'm afraid I don't know anything about your classmates, though.
Good. That tells me that there's a chance that there's something
Emma's
good happening
in hiding
there.
now, too. Still, if you want to know that badly...
What the... Huh? Gun?
That didn't sound good.
That sounded like gunfire.
Shit.
Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting them to arrive so soon. It sounds like the Jaegers hired by Duke Alberea are here.
Bullshit.
I'm guessing it's only a matter of time now before Princess Alphen is taken into their custody.
Shit.
Jaegers!
Her Highness?
Damn it.
Move.
I can assure you that I have nothing to do with what's happening over there. I think you're going to want to hurry, though. Perhaps if you run fast enough, you might be able to get back in time.
Swear to God, please. Piss off.
How...
Move.
Go, Celine. We've got to hurry.
Move.
Yeah, Her Highness and the rest.
Right.
Screw it. Please. Please. come on.
I wonder which Jaeger Corps we're dealing with.
I really hope everyone's all right.
Let's just hurry.
Not the right way, please. Just move. Elise, are you okay? I can't believe they sent Jaegers to Ymir.
This Noble Alliance doesn't even care about trying to keep up appearances anymore. Now, Anguis said that this had nothing to do with her, though.
Sure, this kind of thing really isn't her style. If she were to abduct someone, trust me, she'd happily enjoy squeezing the life out of such a nasty spectacle at the very last drop. So it just goes to show that the Noble Alliance isn't quite as united as it looks.
I guess now's as good a time as any to ask. Just who is Misty? I mean, Vita Clotilde anyway. I know that Misty, the radio show host, and Clotilde, the opera singer, were both just acts.
She's a member of the Hexen clan, too. She's known as the Witch of the Abyss, and she vanished after breaking a taboo 7 years ago. Think of her as like a sister to Emma. And that bluebird who's usually with her, Grianos, is a familiar like me. A witch? A familiar?
Well, I'm lost. In short, she related to you and Emma, right?
Essentially, yes. Emma's been trying to find Vita ever since she disappeared. She had to put that on hold when her duty required her to join the academy. How could we have missed her when she was so close the whole time?
Wait a sec. Misty spent a fair amount of time in Trista going to and from the radio station building. She was popular among the students too. And yet all that time, all those months, you never once realized her true identity. Something's off about that.
You likely used some form of curse to keep us from finding out. Witches are capable of interfering with the laws of causality and the cognitive abilities of others. She probably made it so that no information regarding her or her whereabouts would ever reach us. It sounds so frightening.
Tell me about it. Makes sense, though. She wouldn't be the only Anguis to know how to mess with people's cognitive abilities.
Alright, that's all I need to know for now. Anyway, have you caught your breath, Elise?
Yes, thank you. We can keep going.
Good, let's get to Ymir.
Oh god.
I can hear more.
Why does this have to be happening?
They might just be warning shots. Try
Are
and
we
stay
going to
calm.
make it in time?
I don't care. Oh, come on!
Oh, heavens!
Your Highness, please hurry back inside the mansion and hide. Whatever may come to pass, we won't allow them to touch you.
But...
There you are. We are the Northern Jaegers, and we've entered a contract with the Kreutzen province. By the order of its lord, Duke Alberea, we are here to take you into protective custody, Your Highness.
No. Auntie Lucia?
Out of the way, woman.
I ask you to leave this village at once. The Schwarzer family has historical connections with the Imperial family.
Please don't.
So as long as I live, you will not lay a hand on Her Highness.
You got guts, if nothing else. But
No.
I'm not going to repeat myself again. Our orders are that the lives of all other than Princess Alphen are of no consequence. Am I making myself clear?
Don't you dare.
Please don't!
Don't you dare lay a hand on them!
Tio!
Who are you?
Please don't.
Uncle Teo!
Darling.
I am the Baron of Ymir, Teo Schwarzer, and I will serve as your opponent. Begin!
Please don't.
Not all talk, I see.
The art of swordsmanship has been passed down in the Schwarzer family for generations. I couldn't hope to compare to Master Kafai or Lord Osei, but I dedicate myself to honing my skills all the same.
Clearly you're not the type of noble who sits idly by and hires men to fight his battles for him.
But I wonder how much use your sword will have if we try this.
Huh? No!
I'm sorry, Mr. Baron.
You cowards! Have you no shame?
All that matters to we Jaegers orders is fulfilling our contract by any means necessary.
You're psychos.
Fail to cooperate, and you know what happens next.
No!
It sounded like a machine gun.
There's...
Damn it.
Come on.
Your Highness!
Are you serious?
Father? No!
It's... Oh no. It's coming out. Yep. You asked for this. You asked for it.
What the?
Die.
How?
Perish.
Reen?
Die.
All of you.
Whoa. He's a monster.
Reen! Reen, don't lose yourself to anger. That will only lead to a repeat of what happened 8 years ago.
Elise. He's still breathing. Your father's alive, Reen. Hang in there. I'll do first aid right away.
Lady Schwarzer is just fine too. She was knocked unconscious, but I don't see any injuries. She's okay. Auntie Lucia, stay with us. Oh, thank goodness. Are you back to normal? Reen, speak to me. Are you all right?
Sorry, Elise. I lost control of myself again.
It's all right. It's all right. You came back to me in the end, and that's all that matters.
Elise, I'm sorry. I really am.
Auntie Lucia! Are you all right, Auntie Lucia?
Please let them be okay.
Your Highness, you're unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. And it's all because of you and your family. I can't even begin to thank you enough.
Your Highness, there's no need to cry. You have the face of an angel. Please don't spoil it with tears.
Well, I'm glad she's in no mortal danger.
What about Tio?
Snowfall, what about Father?
I've given him some first aid, but he was injured pretty severely. We should get him to somewhere he can receive proper treatment as soon as possible.
No.
Dad.
Honestly, some people have no patience.
I'm going to kill your fucking familiar if you do anything. I will fucking strangle that damn bird.
You.
What do you want with us this time?
I had some concerns about how things were over here, so I decided to come and have a look. Duke Albarea's really gone and done it this time. It's obvious that he really wants to get ahead of Duke Cayenne, but this isn't the most prudent way to do it.
You act like he's not one of your allies.
Now, there's no need to take your anger out on me.
Piss off.
I can't undo what's already happened, but if it will help, I can at least clear up his mess for you.
Oh, what? What?
It's time to sleep, my children.
What are you... Huh?
Fall into a loving oblivion, cradled in your merciful mother's arms.
What are you doing? Swear to God.
A lullaby.
No. This is...
What the? Huh?
You will descend the mountain as you are.
You're sending them away.
And you will report to Duke Albarea that you found nothing out of the ordinary.
Yes, Mother. We will.
Oh.
Oh my.
I don't know why you're helping, but thanks, I guess.
Unbelievable.
So this is what you witches are capable of, is it?
It's the least I could do after all the trouble you've been through.
That doesn't make me okay with you, but thanks.
Duke Alberea is unlikely to doubt what they tell him, so this village shouldn't be targeted again for a while. Although, I'm guessing a gesture like this pales in comparison to what I would have to do to earn your forgiveness.
No shit. But thanks.
Misty, are you?
It makes me curious. What is Ouroboros' plan?
Don't be taken in by her sweet talk. She doesn't do things like this out of kindness.
She doesn't.
Targets in sight.
Huh? What the? It's another... Huh? You're...
What?
You're like... Milliam? No! Bastard!
Elise, Your Highness! Shit! Was she here the whole time?
It's like Milliam.
Now that was silly of you, wasn't it? You should never take your eyes off the princess you're meant to be protecting. As far as knights go, I'm afraid you failed spectacularly in nearly every regard.
Piece of shit.
Please, let me go! Targets apprehended successfully.
Piece of shit.
Targets identified as Objective 1 and Objective 2. Mission complete.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Why do you have something similar to Aragalum?
And why does that thing you're on look just like Aragetlum?
It really does. I take it you being with her means you're an enforcer or something?
What?
I don't comprehend your question.
Enforcer?
She's
Why?
not with Ouroboros, actually.
Really?
She's a behind-the-scenes helper of sorts who was donated to the Noble Alliance by an anonymous benefactor. Think of her as yet another ally of the Alliances, much like ourselves, Zephyr, and the Imperial Liberation Front.
Couldn't ask for a more terrifying lineup right there.
If you like, you can think of me as the Wicked Witch, while she's the Black Rabbit guiding my steps with every adorable hop.
Stop messing around! Lady Clotilde, please give the order to retreat. There is no need to remain here any longer.
Piece of shit.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Let's be going.
Please.
Elise! Your Highness! Stop! Stop! Bring them back!
Our story is well underway. There will be many obstacles waiting for you. But struggle on and overcome them, and I'm sure that, eventually, you'll reach the stage where the Azure Chevalier awaits. Don't let me down, Reen Schwarzer.
I won't let it end this way! Hang in there, you two!
Just wait for me.
I'm coming for you! I promise!
Please wait. Same time, Croissant Province airspace. Integral. Rufus. Swear to God.
Has something wondrous caught your eye?
Well, if it isn't Duke Cayenne and the Azure Chevalier.
Piss off, both of you.
Marvelous, isn't it, Rufus? Does it not bring you joy to look down upon our land from such great heights? Especially when one considers our victory in the war that rages on it all but in our grasp.
I'm afraid I have far too much on my mind at the moment to take in such pleasures. But the war is indeed raging on, just as you say. And with every day that passes, I worry more for the people of my father's province caught up in it.
So young, and yet you've already adopted such a delightful perspective. It's clear to me now why your father holds you in such high esteem. Had I a son like you, then I too would take notice of the achievements you've curried in the war thus far.
You flatter me, sir. Green though I may be, I intend to do all in my power to carry out your will as Supreme Commander of the Noble Alliance.
Please! I am Supreme Commander, yes, but I wouldn't permit merely anyone to take the position of Chief of Staff. Rest assured, you have earned my favor. We are both equally burdened to guide this conflict to a swift conclusion, all for the good of the common people who suffer from it. If only they understood the lengths we go to for them. And on that note, I assume you've already decided on how we will be proceeding?
At present, 60% of the nation is under our control. But on the other hand, the Imperial Army still has a full 50% of its military might remaining. The key to our victory lies in deciding how best to divide the remaining armored divisions between the East and West.
Excellent. Our Alliance forces have you, as well as the Panzer Soldats. We have General Aurelia and Brigadier General Wallace, two of the finest soldiers the provincial armies have ever seen. To say nothing of the Azure Diva and the countless other allies lending us their aid. Our victory is only a matter of time. Wouldn't you agree, Crow?
I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were you.
Yeah. At least you agree.
Just so we're on the same page here, Divine Knights aren't omnipotent or anything. Ordean isn't going to be wiping fortresses like Corellia off the map in an instant the way Crossbell's Ion did. They're not that mind-bogglingly powerful, sorry to say.
Come now, Crow. You're so modest. Well, no matter. We needn't concern ourselves with Crossbell for the present. Gileath Osborne has fallen. No longer will we be plagued by that detestable man and his foolish ideals. However, his loathsome legacy still lives on. And this great nation has been filled with undesirable pollutants as a result of him and his followers. Our primary task shall be to wash away the filth and restore Erebonia to its rightful, glorious form. A land ruled by nobles.
As you wish.
A world of snobs.
Ah, I nearly forgot. Regarding the other Chevalier, I'm in the midst of pondering if there is a way to get him to join us. And being that you're such a close friend of his, your assistance may be required at some point. Give it some thought, won't you?
Understood.
You don't think it'll be quite as easy as our friend the Duke does, do you?
He's talking about Reen, isn't he? Having an Ashen Knight as well as the Azure Knight would basically make their victory guaranteed.
I can see it written all over your face.
Afraid not. The army isn't the only thing we need to worry about. Not with the RMP and the intelligence division at large. Then there's the fact we couldn't catch the Crimson Wings. Whatever other potential threats piling up on the side.
Crimson Wings?
Plus, you know, your brother's out there too.
Yes!
It's way too early to be getting cocky.
My brother is no less a son of the House of Alberea. I'm expecting him to show me the best he can muster.
Useless!
And I don't doubt he'll come at me with everything he's got. But ultimately... Unforeseen circumstances are exactly the reason we carry only the finest insurance. Are they not, dear ladies and gentlemen?
Oh boy.
You're so right.
Feels kind of overkill having all of us on the same side.
It's gonna be nice when we start vanquishing these people one by one.
Still, this is how wars are fought.
Whatever, so long as we get to have our fun.
Just don't forget. We're not here for you. We won't be working together forever.
Who's blue?
Oh, but the fireworks that will spark from our partnership will be ever so beautiful.
Who's blue and pink hair, though?
Yeah. I guess I can help.
Who are you?
Point taken. I can't see anyone or anything out there having a chance against this group of monsters.
That's the idea. I leave the unseen side of this War of the Lions reenactment in your capable hands. You're up against the Ironbloods, the Crimson Wings, and the Horned Lions. With opponents like that, you needn't hold anything back. Go forth and enjoy your fill of battle.
Ugh. I'm scared about how this game's gonna go. I'm very scared, honestly. Trails of Cold Steel 2. Who are we gonna see here? Hey, Lisa. Eustace. Elliot and Machias. Gaius. Emma. And Laura. Seed, Olivier, Sharon. Fee. Milliam. Fighting with the other user. We'll fix this situation soon enough. Crow. Yeah! Looks like we eventually get back to the school, at least. So, and Angelica. We eventually get back with our group. My depression is at an all-time maximum. Prologue. The depths of despair. End. Well, let's continue and get me out of it, please. The next day, departing Ymir.
The scars left on Ymir were fortunately much more shallow than anyone had anticipated.
Really?
Partly thanks to the fact that the number of assailants was relatively small, there were no fatalities.
Oh, so even Tio survived.
And the next morning, everyone worked together to clean up the damages and restore the village to its original form.
Good. I'm at least glad that it can be repaired. It's just a matter of getting Elise and Alphen back then.
However, my father was heavily wounded, and he had been in a deep sleep ever since. And while we knew his injuries weren't life-threatening, he would still need to be under careful watch for some time. Meanwhile,
it's time for us to go. Look at my outfit! I look sick! It's actually kind of somewhat similarish to... I don't know, for some reason I thought Parve almost
You're
looked like...
set on leaving now, aren't you?
I am. I realized that with Dad unconscious, I should probably stay and protect Ymir in his place. Maybe you could even say that I've got a duty to do so as his son.
But I've got to find Elise, Alphen, and my friends.
I've got something else that I need to do. And to me, that takes priority.
If that's your decision, Reen, then I've no intention of stopping you. Like I said when you and Elise first left here to attend Thor's and Saint Astraea, it's a mother's duty to watch over her children and wish them well as they fly the nest.
Mom, thanks.
I'll be sure to watch over your father and this village in your absence. Do all that you can to bring Princess Alphen and Elise back safely.
Yeah.
Will do.
Gotta start by finding our friends first, though.
Toval, Celine, please, take care of him.
You can count on me. On my honor as a member of the Bracer Guild. I'll do everything in my power to see your request through.
I'd tag along even if he said no. It's about time we went and looked for Emma.
Thanks, you two. I'll be counting on you. Okay, Mom. We'll see you soon.
I wonder who our first teammates we're gonna find are gonna be.
Watch over you.
Ideally, I would of course like it to be Elisa, but I bet she's probably the last one.
Right?
Yeah.
She really is. I'll have to do everything I can to bring Elise and Princess Alphen back safely so that I don't let her down. No, I will bring them back.
Guess we can skip the pep talk if you're that fired up, huh? Make sure to try and repay all that support she's given you the next time you swing by here.
Speaking of next time, it's time to go. We're stopping by the valley before leaving, aren't we?
Yeah, I want to see how Valamar's doing. Once we're ready, let's head out.
Quick travel, thank goodness. We need to go to the general store first. Oh, hey.
Yo! Hey there, you two. Finally ready for business again, so if there's anything you need before you head off, just let me know. Perfect timing. Alright, Reen, let me give you a run on how upgrading slots works.
Upgrading slots? I didn't know you could do that.
Well, that's because upgrading the Arcus unit's armaments only recently became possible. For starters, take this.
Info! Isn't this a rare quartz?
As you know, rare quartz give you more bang for your mirror than your garden variety quartz. The problem was, before now, Arcus units weren't capable of drawing out their full potential.
Really?
Yep, getting your hands on your fancy quartz, but not getting the most out of them is kind of a waste, don't you think? Fortunately, now you can. And that's what upgrading slots is all about. Rockford Company developed a tech and showed factories all across the country how to do it. Well, now you've heard of the introductory spiel, the next step is to try it out ourselves, yeah? You're gonna need some sepith first, though, so here you go, just for you.
Can't really have all these?
All yours. I'm confident you'll make the most of them. This is called an investment in one kid's very bright future.
Sure, let's go with that.
Well then, just let me know if you ever need a modifier or me. Or if you need customized weapons. Oh, one more thing. My wife wanted to talk to you about something. Go speak with her before you leave.
Of course. Synthesize. Upgrade. 1, 2. Let's do set rare and super. Okay. And increases EP. Gotcha. So we can't just equip super rares and rares now. We have to actually first get the slots upgrade. Gotcha. You can customize weapons, which is just the same as before. And same before, blah, blah, blah. Yes. The second I saw it, I was just like, yes, we are getting that in an instant. Give me that instantly. Yeah. This is going to be kept on for the entire game. Is it a good idea? Probably not. Do I care? Probably not.
Got a whole bunch of stuff we can get.
It even tells us how much EP increase. And it doesn't require us to actually upgrade it in order. We can just upgrade whatever slot. So it'd probably be best to upgrade anything cheap. I've got a bunch of sepith anyways for you. If it's cheap, then I'll just instantly get it. Toval, yours are a bit too expensive for right now, so... Yeah, we'll just get Reen's. So now Reen can equip all rares and all of his. Estelle branded covers. Absolutely. There's something very funny about Estelle branded covers. I'll probably need to do a lot of farming at a later point, but for now, let me just get, let's see. I'll get an HP, a shield, frost edge, aqua, defense, EP, hit, action, impede, cast, move, evade, breath. Oh, it actually has, like, setups now. It actually auto-equips based on, like... Okay, that's cool. Oh, are you gonna be joining the team permanently, Toval? Because I can just swap your stuff now. Speaking of which, give me. We actually might be keeping Toval for the game. That'd actually be cool if so. I'd be more than happy with that. I'll take, sure, I'll take Heat Up. And then, let's see here. Sorry, I'm looking at something. Apologies. Okay, sorry. We might as well try and get better weapons. Well, I could get better defense. It's quite a big chunk of defense, too. I won't be able to get... I want weapon. Actually, what I might be able to do... I have so much U material, my god. What the heck? Why do I have so much? I know it said not to trade, but I need money to upgrade. A little bit here and there would never hurt, right? Not that. Nope. Analyze. I have so much. And then apparently we talked to you. I love this outfit on Reen.
Look who it is.
Good morning. Everyone here all right? You know, after what happened yesterday?
Oh, we're all fine. We suffered some minor burns from the fire, but nothing major. Everyone was fortunate, though, which is why we want to do all we can to help the others. And to that end, we're starting a brand new service here. Trading!
Trading?
That's right. The village wasn't too badly damaged, but all the repairs are still going to be costly. So as you can imagine, everyone's a bit unsure on Mira. That's where trading comes in, because it doesn't cost money. We've been giving people small goods in Mira for unneeded items for a while now. This is just an extension of that, really.
Does sound like a pretty good idea.
It's genius if I do say so myself. And of course, you're both welcome to make use of this service as well.
Trading? For rarer, more valuable ones. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it's literally okay, it's literally this again. Holy... Golden Mishi. Jeez, oh Pete, these are like endgame items, I guarantee, but Jesus Christ. Rare variants of items. I have so much U material. I want to make one of each. Might as well. Puppy Watch. And do Aqua Bleed R. I mean, sure, why not? It's cheap. I might as well upgrade stuff. Makes it better. I'll have to farm for Sepith, mind you, but oh well. Let's see. Apparently, other thing we can do is speak to Luke near the wreckage of the station. Is that you?
Oh, hey, you two. You're off then? Sorry for not being able to help. If the cable car were still working, you could have used that to send the mountain.
Oh, don't worry about it. We can't let ourselves get down over a little setback like this, considering what we're likely to face in the days ahead.
Yeah, I suppose that's right. Well, if it'll make things easier, take these.
Thanks, mate.
We're all just as frustrated as you are that we couldn't stop Elise's kidnapping. So every single person in this village is room for you, okay? Good luck.
Thanks. Be back soon. Alright. Let's get a move on.
Let's move.
I really love this outfit. Travel to the end of the valley. The story will advance. It won't be possible to return to Ymir for a while. For a while? That implies we will be able to come back. Let's take off. Alright. Valimar. You alright, man?
Well, here we are.
Finally getting used to walking on this snow. The Divine Knight's exactly how you left him, too.
Thankfully, it wouldn't have surprised me if Vita had tried messing with him, but he looks just fine.
You sure?
Speaking of, do you have any idea what she might be after?
Yeah.
She knows Valimar is here, but as far as I can tell, she's not interested in stealing or destroying him. For now, anyway.
It's kind of weird when you think about it. He's probably one of the biggest threats to the Noble Alliance.
It is strange. You would think they would go out of their way to try and destroy this thing.
I've got no idea what goes on in that head of hers, but I'd say that there's a good chance her and the Noble Alliance's goals aren't as perfectly aligned as you might think. And if that's true, whatever she's doing is probably for the benefit of Ouroboros.
You said the Anguis are the top brass in the society, right, Toval? If she's that high up, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case.
Well, whatever she wants. Can't see it being good news for us. They've been trouble all over the continent in the past. I dread to think what they've got in store here in Erebonia.
But, well, at least we've got time to stop them. Things could have ended a lot worse yesterday if not for Valimar's help. I can't even imagine the ways Ymir would have suffered if we didn't stop that magic knight. I'll need to thank him when he wakes up.
That will not be necessary.
Valimar. You're awake.
Whoa!
Valimar?
I suppose one night was enough for you to recover a little bit of your mana. Not enough to freely move around, though, I'm guessing.
Are you okay, man? Sorry.
Correct. Further rest will be required in order to return to full capacity.
That's fine.
Okay. Get as much rest as you need. We'll call on you if anything else happens, okay?
Acknowledged.
Wow, easy enough to communicate with him, huh?
It is interesting. He really does just kind of feel like another person, just with a giant mechanical body that you control.
And again, I think that one Gordius-class robot could technically talk too.
You know, I hadn't thought of it, but you're kind of right. For some reason, it is kind of making me think of Potter Mater in a way. But of course, Farine.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, just thinking.
Also, that implies you know of Ren in the whole situation with Estelle and Joshua. That's great.
I sense a change has occurred in your group since I last entered a state of inactivity.
Yeah.
Confirming the absence of the waveform of one number. Assuming that some form of irregularity has occurred.
Yeah.
Wait, is he talking about Elise?
Yeah.
Maybe. He appears to be aware of what's going on around him to an extent.
Valimar, we're gonna be leaving this region for a while. My sister and the princess have been taken away, and we're going to rescue them. Plus, I need to find and reunite with my classmates too. So take this chance to recover as long as you need, okay?
Classmates, I assume that this word refers to those who had aided you in overcoming the trials to become an Awakener.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that a big deal or something?
Valimar?
Confirming waveform locations.
What?
Excluding the Awakener of Azure, the remainder appear to be located in 3 different regions.
You can find them.
All vital signs are normal.
They're okay.
Hold up a sec.
How do you...
Does that mean you know where all of them are?
How do you...
I see now. Do you remember when you overcame the trial to become Valimar's Awakener?
Because they were with...
It was because we were all connected with the Arcus unit, isn't it? The Arcus unit has connected Valimar to the others as well.
Well, obviously, you weren't alone when you did that. You were with the rest of Class 7.
So they've also got a connection to Valimar in a way as well.
And it sounds like, thanks to them being there with you, they've all been recognized as secondary contractors at the same time.
Well, this thankfully tells us that they're all okay.
Oh!
Yeah.
So that's how. Please, Valimar, tell me where they all are.
Detecting approximate locations using geographical database. 3 are to the southeast in the Celtic region.
Celtic.
3 are to the northeast in the Nord region.
Nord?
3 are to the south-southeast in the Legram region.
Those are not bad areas.
This concludes a list of the locations of all 9 secondary contractors. All vital signs appear normal.
Thank God.
Yep, that's all of them. That confirms my theory.
They're all okay.
Thank God.
They're really okay.
That means we can easily move on without any worries. Thanks, Val.
I'm really happy for you.
I'm just thankful for Valimar.
Though I sure wasn't expecting us to get confirmation of their safety quite like this.
Valimar, can I hug your... Would it be most appropriate to hug your leg? I can't really exactly wrap my arms around anything else, I don't think.
Look at you crying away. And you call yourself a man.
Oh, cut the crap. Lad, man.
You.
Oh, come on. You can't pretend you aren't breathing a sigh of relief right along with us.
Especially since that confirms Emma's safe.
This means Emma's safe too, you know.
Thanks, Val.
I, for one, am definitely breathing a sigh of relief.
So, which region's closest, though?
Still, all 3 locations are a ways away from Ymir.
Which one's closest?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Noble Alliance has got control of key locations all over the country on top of it all.
We'll just have to make our way to one by one.
On the plus side, they're all on the eastern side of the Empire, but getting to them ain't exactly gonna be a walk in Modder Park.
Oh, hey, wait, Valimar, can't you use the spirit path?
The what?
Affirmative. Doing so would consume all of my current mana, however.
What is the spirit path?
Spirit path?
What's that?
It's the name given to a really old means of travel.
Are we gonna teleport, Saline?
Using it will allow us to travel instantly to even distant locations.
Saline, why does Valimar have this?
Seriously?
Valimar, why do you have this?
You know how there are still remnants of animism all across Erebonia, right?
Oh.
Well, places like that are connected to one another by spirit veins. Septium veins, in other words, and Valimar has the ability to use those veins to travel.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's kind of going over my head.
That being said, I'm not sure I want to do it, honestly, because I don't want to risk hurting Valimar. It said it's going to use the rest of his mana.
But basically, you're saying it's like an invisible road that connects places like Legram to here or wherever else?
I'm just worried about what happens to Valimar. Is he going to be okay by doing it?
Exactly. The spirit path can only be used between areas where animism had a hold, though. The other drawback is that taking it will use up what little mana Valimar's been able to recover, which means that until he's recovered enough to travel again, we won't be able to come back here.
Is that okay with you, Val?
I see.
I don't want to hurt him,
Personally,
but...
I can't think of any better options.
Yeah, we might as well, but...
I think we should give it a try. What do you think?
It sounds worth a shot to me.
Sorry,
now,
Val.
all that's left is to pick which place we should head to first.
Right. Celtic, the Nord Highlands, or Legram. I think Celtic is the closest to here.
So it'd probably be the least,
Maybe we should try
painful.
heading there first?
We're headed to Celtic.
Celtic, huh?
Wonder which classmates we'll find there.
I'm down. Should make a good test run for this whole spirit path deal.
All decided? Come with me then.
Alright. How the heck's this gonna work? Oh!
Right. The monument would have ties to animism.
This seems like a good enough spot. Are you both ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Anytime.
I don't know what to expect here.
Valimar, open the spirit path. Our destination is Celtic. I'll lend you all the support I can, too.
Acknowledged.
Thanks, Val. So, what's this gonna look like?
Activating spirit path.
What? Hey?
Oh, hey! The ground's glowing!
We're glowing!
What's this?
All right, here we go.
Hey, wait, shouldn't we not teleport directly into Celtic? Because that would cause like a giant commotion. I hope we're not just going to be in the middle of Celtic with a giant robot all of a sudden and a talking cat. Because we're going to give a billion people a heart attack.
This is the spirit path? It's like nothing I've ever felt. It's both cool and warm at the same time. And at the end of this path, some of my classmates are waiting for me.
Lisa, Elliot, Laura, Machias, Emma, Eustace, Fee, and Gaius and Milliam.
Which ones? I don't know. But I'll find every single one of them. I'll bring us all back together, no matter what it takes.
Let's go. Finding our friends. I assume this is where we're gonna say like chapter 1. Act 1, Ashen Chronicles. Whee! Okay, we're not going to be immediately in Celtic. I'm actually kind of glad about it because it's like, imagine we just appeared in Celtic with a giant robot mech. What kind of heart attack do you think we would give people there?
Do we make it? Do we make it?
You right, Val? Oh, hey, I know this place. This is where we fought the, our first field study. It's the Noria Nature Park.
Oh, so that's where we are. I knew this place looked kind of familiar. We must be in the deepest part of the forest, too. If I recall correctly, the nature park's about northwest of Celtic, right?
Sounds right to me, but it's been a while since I was last here. We were sent here on our very first field study. Noria Nature Park. We've returned. I've forgotten how many stone monuments there were around here.
They're vestiges of old animism. Anyway, let's see that we made it here safely enough. It's a nice hiding spot for Valimar, too. I doubt anyone will find him here.
Valimar?
Getting us here must have used up his remaining mana. My guess is it'll be 2 or 3 more days before he wakes up again.
In our words, we're stuck here. As far as I'm aware, this region's under complete control of the Alliance, too. We're gonna need to stay alert.
Yeah, well, no time like the present, as they say. We should start looking for any kind of clues relating to my classmates.
Got it. Let's make our way out of the park, then.
Celine? Why did Celine get questioned? I'm concerned. Why are you questioning? I see why you're getting confused. Because I am now confused too. What has happened? This feels somehow familiar.
He noticed it too. The higher elements seem to be present.
Oh dear. Why are the higher elements here? In the old schoolhouse.
That's time, space, and mirage, right? The 3 that aren't usually active? What do you think's causing that to happen?
Who knows? Something's clearly out of the balance, but beyond that, I couldn't say.
Even the monsters here are whack. The monsters are significantly more dangerous compared to before, too. I can sense it. You're gonna need to tread lightly.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. New AT bonuses, or rather the same ones, but new for the you know what I'm talking about. There's a heal spot here. Interesting light for Normant charging station.
Sure doesn't look like your everyday type. But hey, station's a station. Guess will be a good point to return to when we're in need of a break.
Oh, this is yeah, this one allows, yeah, I remember. There's actually a distinctive difference in them. I never even noticed that until the game now just pointed it. They never pointed that out before. You just eventually just noticed it, but... Before we continue, or before I end here, okay, it looks like I can fight. Because what I'm probably going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and end it here for today. And I might do a little bit of farming. We'll see. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.